Time. You guys managed to kill the dire bear. What are you going to do now?
So, how are we gonna get this beastie back to town?
That was fucking stupid. You should have come with more people.
I mean, we did all right, didn't we?
We almost died multiple times.
I know, but we didn't because we stuck by you, despite you telling us otherwise.
Yes, it's so stupid.
So, any chance anything deeper in the cave holds like some treasure or what? Because I could use a pick-me-up right about now.
I want the dire bear's head.
How about, instead of dismembering it, which takes a long time, trust me, we just get some cards and move all the bears back in one piece.
Like a bear golem?
No, but it's much easier to process them back at the guild than it would be in here in this dingy cave where who knows what could appear at any time.
Well, then we should look after the child. Because Blinky is already harvesting.
Blinky, no, you don't want to do that. If you start dragging it, all the insides will spill out. Trust me, you don't want that. Can someone stop them, please? I'm a little bit out of breath.
Can anyone stop Blinky?
Yes, but we're not there yet.
Well, back to the guild. Get some cards. More people.
Probably back to the city and just hire a bunch of people, like a few silvers per hour work. That'll be fine, right?
Well, yeah. We come by the guild on the way to the city, if I'm not mistaken.
Does anyone remember how far away the town is?
I think you said the bear cave to the guild is about 2 hour walk, and to the town is 2 hours again. So going from here to there would be less than 4 hours probably, since we take a more direct route.
But the town is further than the guild?
The town is closer than the guild, but around
Oh,
40 minutes, 1 hour.
neat.
I thought the guild was in the town.
No, it's a little bit ways out.
Oh,
Getting
okay
the
then.
map.
This will be the point where I jump off. I will see you guys later.
See you in a bit.
Oh, okay, bye-bye.
The city is Norm, the one that is circled with a blue circle.
Uh-huh.
And the guild is a little bit south of it, closer to the
Okay.
sea.
Okay.
Oh god, I just had an idea that I shouldn't have. Let's go.
Take note of it.
No, I literally
Oh,
can't
it's happening
forget.
now.
I literally can't forget.
Okay, good.
Shit. We had spoken about this a while ago. I shouldn't have done it. But anyway, with that, so what are you guys doing? Holding out Blinky, exploring the rest of the cave. What is the idea?
I mean, the only one who can talk about it is Rabies, considering, well, he's the only one there.
So, Mr. Rabies and Blinky, would you rather go to the town to hire some people, or would you rather explore the rest of the cave?
It's not helpful, Blicky.
That
It's not
I expected nothing less, to be honest. I have I know Blinky. I have known Blinky for a while. I expected nothing less. All up to you, Rabies.
back to town.
So, Brother Harnack, what is the idea?
We go back to town.
Go back to town? Okay.
Yes, to hire some people and some carts.
So, as you leave the cave, you leave the bears there.
Blinky, your size tiny.
So, yeah. Make a strength check and a constitution check. I have no words. Basically, Blinky went around the bears. He got one. She got one of the smallest ones, and he's actually managing the big one. Really, this one, the dire bear.
Okay, that is size huge.
Yeah, that you yeah. And sorry, 18 is not enough to drag by yourself one of those. Okay, if you're going one of the bigger small bears, normal bears, not small, you actually manage to, kind of drag them. First, you have nothing on wheels. So yeah, that's an issue. So you are literally dragging it through the ground with your mastiff dog. And it is scratching. It is ruining the pelt and everything. But you go a little bit slower than normal, but yes, you can drag it because you did have enough constitution for that. And you arrive at the gate of the town. The guards look at you, raise their hands, look at the rest of you, tell you guys to pass, and just says, "Hey, bring a cart. Your friend will be waiting here. How about it?"
We need some more carts. A whole bunch of them.
How many?
We have around 15 bears, an owl bear, and a dire bear.
A dire bear.
Yes.
Okay. And then he turns to the side to the other guard. Both of them. They do the rock papers, rock parchment pen. No. Feather rock parchment. Cheers.
Boulder parchment cheese.
Boulder parchment shears. That's. And like they do it 3 times, and the one that wasn't talking to you loses the 3rd time and lowers his head, looks at the other one, flips him the bird, and goes in. And Blinky, the guard that stayed when everyone went in with the other guard, the guard is looking at you. What are you doing, out of curiosity? I staring. God damn it, Blinky.
It's like those kids that stare at you in the metro.
Give me a second. That peaceful. Look at how calm this owl is. So. The guard is like doesn't move, but you kind of feel that he's like tilting back a little bit. As that went on, so with that, things went well, and you guys, they're not sure how many you need, so they're bringing out 5 different carts. And the deal is basically no, you guys don't. You guys won't pay for the cards, but the payment will come out of the bears, basically.
Okay.
You're lucky I'm not there.
So, as you all are leaving with the 5 cards, you do see 2 people in the distance. Both the Hoplite and Rendis, they are coming into town, basically to do some rounds, talk, finding out about some quests, especially because the quests from the Borealis house are sort of barren. And you find the 2 of them over there.
I waved them down.
Mm-hmm.
As
How far are we?
It would be like maybe 300 feet, something like that. You can see each other, you can, and everything.
Rendis just stops for a moment, looks them up and down, and then says something to the hoplite that the rest of them can't understand.
Just the hardest now.
Pretty much. Well, let's go give him a hand then. Yeah, we go over.
So, Blinky. Blinky? Would you mind rolling either athletics or acrobatics for me? You have 26 to beat.
Roll for damage.
No, not damage. You get in the harness. Artemis, would you mind explaining the harness?
What?
I did not catch that.
Would you mind explaining the harness?
Okay, the harness. Do you know those very bad parents that tend to put their childs on leashes because they don't want them running around?
Mm-hmm.
Picture that, but with an actual harness that goes over the head and over the body and just clips to well, essentially a leash in the back.
There we go.
Yep, pretty much that. Just with a little bit more sophistication and a tiny bird.
And it's made out of metal.
Yes. With the chain or leash attached at the back, so it's extra difficult to get out of.
So, do you want to go or I go first?
Go ahead.
Child, do you have any idea what mess you've done?
Oh no.
You are aware the guild has a cleaning maid. I'm not the one cleaning the mess you've made. And she, because of your actions, is forced to clean. Is this what you wanted? Is this your design?
I think...
Are a heartless, honorless, and quite frankly, you have no discipline.
Hoplite, I think I have an idea how one might resolve the situation.
Elaborate.
Would you be fine with granting Blinky access to your room, armed with, let's say,
You live in barracks.
a mop or two? Well, you're part of the room. You know what I mean.
Why?
How about she cleans up her own mess?
Exactly my idea. You read into my mind. So, what are the cards for?
Also, what exactly happens? Well, what happened? Please don't mind me saying this like this, but you guys look haggard.
Well, we went back to the cave
You what?
and we killed 3 bears and a dire bear.
That brings the total to 15, 16?
Yes.
Oh god, I should have...
13 bears, an owl bear, and a dire bear. You lot!
That is... You guys are certainly lucky.
You should be dead. All of you should be dead.
I know.
So, is there anything else in the cave?
I don't know.
So you killed over a baker's dozen of bears, and you weren't sure enough that there are any left, so you just didn't go check?
Well, we were not. Look at us. We are not in reasonable go checking the rest of
Oh,
the
I can
cave.
see that. That was me congratulating you on your, well, smart behavior.
Yes, this was the smartest thing to do. You're lucky that you both came to town at this moment.
Well, I had a feeling that something had gone wrong, but I wasn't aware of this gravity, but, well, good to know.
Now, what's the plan? Blinky said she was going to take care of cows tomorrow, and she still needs to clean the mess she made. No, you can't escape from it. It is literally a metal harnessed around you.
I don't think she wants to escape, I think she wants to ground you like the AT-AT.
I'll just lift her up Like, so she doesn't touch the ground. Like, lift her up by the chain, you know, like a flail. So yeah, as she's flailing around. So, the child took an oath to work with cows tomorrow. She still needs to clean a room full of popcorn. And we need to get the bears back here before they start to rot.
Yes.
Dear God, Linky. They're wising up to your shenanigans. So, oh yeah, and now you see that Blinky's actually carrying a partially mangled bear. Because she brought a bear from the cave by carrying her and her dog, basically dragging it for 2 hours.
I'm still mad, but I'm proud.
I see it, and Renus just cocks his head a little and refrains from comment.
It's funny how nobody has said a word about the dog.
About the what?
Blinky has a dog now.
Oh.
So yeah, this
That's
bear
true.
is completely useless in all regards.
Just like me.
That's okay. At least you have a great personality, unlike the bear.
So, I must say you all come back to the cave. And also that is true. Blinky kills a dozen bears, no one bats an eye. Buys 10 goals of popcorn, everyone goes wild.
I mean,
You are
can you
strong,
blame us?
child, but you lack discipline.
So, as everything's going on, you guys go back to the cave. And now, a few of these bears, they are a day old, so they are kinda difficult to be around. But yeah, they managed to, in the 5 cards, they managed to put all of the bears in. It fills up to the 4th card, I think 5 bears a card.
Including the dire bear?
Including the dire bear. But one of the cards is a little bit overweight, which is the one with the dire bear. So they put the owl bear, which is lighter as well. So, you are all inside of the cave. What are you going to do?
I'm just going to look at this and admire the handiwork, I guess.
Hey, may I make, like, an investigation to see what kind of metal is in the mine?
Sure. Make an investigation check.
Oh, that's gonna go well. Here we go!
Well, all I can say is this. The difference between, I think it's bauxite and normal stone is very minimal. So almost all of the ores, you have to be pretty good at handling them to know what kind of ores they are. You're not even sure if this mine has been depleted or not.
Okay. What about the rock fall over there? Can I see something through, or like...
Make a perception check.
You keep giving me those intelligence and wisdom checks, huh?
You keep making them.
Yeah, it's almost like you're trying to do something smart or intelligent.
These rocks, they are not like the walls. It is something that has caved in. But
No, I
you have
know.
no idea. Oh, actually, my dad would like to apologize. I have just realized something.
Uh huh.
Oh no, no,
More bears.
no, my bad, my bad. This is actually like I thought I did. I thought I did something wrong, but I didn't. This is correct. This is basically a wall.
A wall of a
Oh.
mimic.
As you see, the thief and everything coming out of the congratulations. The rock formation is a mimic. No, but sure.
Yep.
So yeah, you're sure this is a cave in, but you have no idea what could be on the other side, or if there is something on the other side.
Good thing the rogue isn't there, who's, made to detect things.
Mm-hmm.
I can show you how far we got in.
The leash is one of, well, the chain attaching you to the leash is 10 feet.
So as the basically the people that came along, they are piling up the bears. What are you guys going to do?
I have some experience, not really with skinning bears, but just scanning animals, so I'll lend a hand wherever I can.
For now they're just loading them up. They probably are going to do it in town to do that.
Well, even better, in that case I'll help loading them.
I looked to Brother Honik. Did you explore the rest of the cave, or is it still left unknown?
I can show you how far we got.
I'd love to. And Blinky. I just grab the child and then again lift her off the ground. The dog follows. Like, I have a chain. I don't need to grab
Yeah.
you. I just need to grab the chain.
Yeah, I join you in that.
Okay. As you
Oh,
guys
we-
go further into the cave, I need you to make a perception check.
Oh, that's great, and so good at those.
Also, isn't Blinky also making a perception check?
Blinky would not care.
10.
So you guys can hear movement and some sort of really low and really weak. I'ma go with bear sounds.
Seems like you didn't clear them out quite as much as you hoped to.
Well, combat time, folks.
Oh, even more. That is...
I look to Brother Ronick, see how well in shape he looks, and just...
I'm just gonna chuck a healing potion.
Oh, no, not
Before
yet.
you do that,
Yeah.
I think we can do something a little bit better.
I'm going to give you 1 hit dice plus Constitution, which is, 10 plus 2. 11 health points.
Yeah, thanks.
That's nice.
Thank you.
And you get another 5 from me.
Blinky. I'll also give 1 to Blinky.
I guess.
I guess. 8. Blinky get 8.
Okay.
Uh,
You four may go
who goes
in.
first?
Okay, and before we actually start getting aggressive, I will cast Bless on the three of them.
Doesn't Bless target 4 people?
It does on higher levels, but first level is up to 3 creatures.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, okay. So, who is it on?
Oh, the 3 of you, so Hoplite, Bronek, and Blinky.
Okay. Well, let's get it on.
Well, here we go.
Walk in.
Oh, that is a giant.
That is indeed a giant.
Also, Blinky, you're coming? You're still chained.
Literally has no say in the matter. Also, does the harness has a quick release thing?
No!
I did not build a quick release thing.
It is not meant to quickly release the child. It is meant to not release the child.
But what about fighting times?
Yeah, the child can
We
be
should
within
have
10
thought
feet of
about that beforehand.
How they say
We
it,
did not.
it is literally that meme of the guy goes like, "Get him, boy," and then releases the dog. In this case, the child.
Pretty much.
Nah, I'm not releasing the child until she cleans the popcorn.
Okay, that is what you see. What are you going to do now?
What exactly is this creature in the top left?
The creature in the top left. You can go closer to it to investigate.
Is it moving at all?
No, no movement, and there's a pool of blood.
Okay.
And you're pretty sure you can see some organs from there.
I can see some what?
Organs.
Organs. Oh, okay. Well, in that case,
Should we address the giant in the room?
Yeah, good
I'm gonna
idea.
check out the giant in the room.
Okay, as you check on the giant in the room, make an investigation check.
Mm-hmm. That is a 16.
16. As you go messing around with it, you can see a... Is it the name of harness?
Maybe?
Oh god, do not search harness on the internet.
A piece of armor.
No, it wouldn't be a piece of armor. It would be like if you had a backpack. The two things that hold the backpack. Is it called a harness?
Just leather straps?
Oh, the straps. You see a leather strap under the giant.
Okay. Giant sized or more like my size?
More your size than giant size.
Okay. And the giant appears to be most definitely dead.
Oh yeah, completely dead and half eaten.
Huh. I'd like to pull on the strap.
Make a strength check to see if you can dislodge it.
May I help with that?
Yes, you sure can.
Yeah, get advantage.
Okay. Yay for that. The first one was a 3.
Oh god.
The second one was a 2. Never mind. My strength is 7. It's a very heavy giant.
Like, it's a
Yeah.
very heavy giant. It takes you a little bit for the two of you to remove it. It is a little bit shameful taking that long to remove something. Stop it, Blinky. But you do manage to get yourself a bag from there.
Okay. I'm not going to check the bag for now. I'm just going to add it into my inventory.
Put their purple bag.
Okay. Purple bag.
What are all the dead things?
A giant polar bear, human, halfling, lizard men. I'm
Permission
guessing
to
it's
reconvene with the group?
a hell giant.
I mean, it's definitely not a sea giant.
Make a
Thanks.
nature.
That's
Make a
the only one I've
nature
seen so
check
far.
to see what kind of giant it would be.
Could Nella be a help with that? Good
Mhm.
knowledge about nature.
But yes, it is the most common of the giants. It is the hill giant.
Blinky looks for shiny stuff.
Is Blinky jumping into the spider web?
If you send a face spider now,
I think that's called karma.
Also, Blinky, you are always with Brother Harnick, so you are inside of this radius always.
I thought she was chained to me.
Oh yeah, the hoplite, my bad.
Yeah.
Changing person.
permission to make a nature check to see if the people were just mauled by the animals or if something weird happened to them.
Oh no, it would be a medicine check, but yes, they are. It is easy enough. They are half eaten.
But they were just caught in the wild by just animals. They weren't brought here. They didn't wander in here. Nothing weird about the injuries or something.
You're not sure how they ended up here because this is a very used place by the animals. You're not sure if the blood trails that you see are from the people inside or from other creatures. But yes, all of these they have basically bare teeth marks. So it is, and this was, as you can see, probably the place where the dire bear used to sleep and eat.
Oh, a moment.
No one else
Okay.
is investigating.
No, so Renus is just trying to sort of make sense of the fact that there's a lot of, I guess, brown bears, something like that, dead in the foyer, and this one is most definitely not a brown bear and looks like something that's from a much colder climate.
Yes.
So he's a bit weirded out and sort of on guard because he suspects foul play.
Permission to make a nature check to see if it would be possible for a polar bear to wander down here. They do have wider radius if a climate event maybe forced it down here.
Okay, you
Yeah.
may make your roll.
Is climate
just wanna
change
say-
real in this world?
Yeah, I just want to say something. If you look at like the world map, north of here is a desert.
Mm-hmm.
I know. But since polar bears are notoriously good at swimming, maybe if he was on an ice shore, got dislodged and carried over here, then he could have survived for a couple of months. Until it
What
gets eaten by
shore?
the other bear.
The only place with snow is the Uvantes mountain chain.
I don't know, the ocean's big.
This is also a world in which magic and magical bullshit exists.
Oh, come
Could just
on.
be albino.
Yeah. As you think, as all of you like start talking about it, first, no, polar bears are not common in anywhere near here. Yeah, literally no way. They might be near mountains, but there are no mountains nearby that have snow. Something is weird afoot,
Um,
but you're not sure what.
Now, for a different question, are the halfling and elf still recognizable in the face, or are they mauled beyond recognition?
Mauled beyond recognition.
Permission to look through their belongings to see if there's any mementos, keepsakes.
Okay, make
Didn't
an
Blinky also
investigation
want to
check.
check for shinies?
Could I get help from someone, because Nalabia isn't the greatest investigation?
Blinky would probably.
Me neither, man.
Blinky would
I
help
think
you
the only
endlessly.
I think the only person who can help you is the rogue who isn't there.
Yeah.
I'll.
I mean,
I
help
could
can still-
try.
Okay, I want to do it like this. I want
For
a
best of it.
advantage roll for each one of them. You guys choose with who you're investigating. There are 3 bodies: the lizard man, the halfling, and the human.
Okay.
I'm going to look over the lizard man.
I'm going to look over the halfling.
I'm gonna look over the elf.
Okay.
Yes.
Investigation, you said?
Yes.
Investigation.
14.
Going through their things, the halfling did have a ring, which honestly hasn't been even touched. And the lizard man is holding a stone even after death. And the other one, weirdly enough, doesn't even have clothes, mostly. Like, somehow it is weird. And you can see a little bit of fur around it.
And I can also see a bear in the distance.
And you can also see a bear in the distance. And as you look at that bear, the bear is not moving. It's laying down and not moving. Like, it looks at you. It looked at you when you saw it, and then it went down again.
Wait, so just to recap, the lizard man is stone or
Has a stone.
has a stone?
Has a
stone.
In
Okay.
their closed hand.
I mean, I was looking over the lizard folk, so I would probably see it first. So I'll grab it and see what it is, if I can open the
Question.
hand.
Were halflings common in this world, or are they a rarity?
They are sort of common, yes.
Okay.
Not much
And
the
Elabia's-
adventure kind, but yes, they're common.
Nalabia is going to slip the ring off it. He's not going to make a big secret if anyone suspects something. He's just casually going to pocket it.
I mean, would you make a stealth check or should we make an investigation check?
He's not hiding it. He just like, oh,
Okay.
found this ring, got it, put it in my pocket, not hiding from anyone.
I would like to first have the stone before I will allow you to try to pickpocket a Blinky.
Do you want me to detect magic on it? I still got enough juice left for that.
Can you cast ritual things?
Yes, you can cast rituals if you don't have spell slots. I don't have the spell slots, but I have detect magic.
Oh, you can always cast rituals. It takes 10 minutes.
Yep.
So,
Do you have the time for that, or?
Yeah, we're not in combat. Unless you plan on attacking the bears on the other side, we're not in combat.
and both
I'd
bears are
rather
laying
get the
down
bearings first.
and pretty skinny.
Olivia is going to sit down in a meditative pose and is just going to look at the rock and occasionally make murmurs of, I understand, yes.
Yes, rock.
This rock is made out of rock.
While he's doing that, I'm just gonna check the bears, check the gap between us, look at the others, and just, do we feel like getting a bonus?
How so?
I'm fairly certain we could throw a rope to the other side, kill the bears, and that's 2 more bears for us.
we could certainly try, but before that happens, I would like to see what kind of a stone I have in my hand.
Yes, I know. I'm just waiting since little Mr. Changeling over there is just doing his own thing with the rock.
He's shushing you. You know, this takes some concentration.
Love this.
Well,
Okay.
I'm just waiting to get a description.
So
I'm just waiting for
Oh.
the 10 minutes to be over.
Well, let's wait.
the rock itself. Let me just get the colors, because you remember that when you use detect magic, you basically have Batman vision from the games. So I just need to find something. I'm going to do this, and
If he senses any more magic, he's also going to try to discern its type, not just the rock. Like, he's not just gonna, okay, the rock isn't magical, we're done here.
make an Arcana check with disadvantage.
Might.
Oh no,
Okay,
you're
I'm
just
gonna
looking
wait
at the
for-
rock. Just looking at the rock, not the ring.
Right now, the rock.
You don't have the rock. I would
Yes,
would
but I
like
can see
to
the
know.
rock.
I would like to know what I have in my hand.
Rock.
Yes, what does it
tells you
look
that.
like?
He tells you that. If
Rocky.
you go back and have a nap, then I can tell you exactly what that rock does. But right now, I can only tell you if it's magical or not. Speaking
Okay.
of
I would
which,
just like to know if it is more of a cut gem or just anything really.
Oh, it does look like a rock from a wall, but it has a sigil on it. It is a
Thank you.
a
That's all I
triangle-
wanted to know.
A triangle with a circle inside and several rooms inside. It is a little bit spoopy.
Okay, does it look
Okay.
like scripture?
No, it looks more like a magic circle.
is the
Okay,
rock in
Melhabir,
any
you have
way
a rock.
magical? Is the rock in any way magical? I can also detect magic
Oh,
even
yes.
if you're holding it. I don't have to.
Yes,
What type
You have
of
it,
magic?
but now you have it.
it is magical, and it is from the evocation school. Damn it! I should have just said the color. Damn it!
I think because he does have a bunch of evocation spells, he would probably know
Yeah.
what it is. Whatever this thing is, had quite the kick. Can I make an Arcana check to see which element it most likely be?
I would say you need to test it.
Do I get when you hold a magic item, you usually know if it's attuned or like specific. No wait, no, you need a short
you do
rest
not
for that.
give to. You do not need to attune to it. No, the magic is not that strong.
We just need a short rest to identify it.
He's just going to quickly zoom around, like make 180 degrees, point in the way they came. This is going to give a 5-second warning of everybody out of the way, and then just going to release the magic, whatever it is.
Are you going to release the magic from the stone?
Yes.
Yes,
Specifically-
after we take a step back.
And
As
This
you
direction.
release the magic from the stone, you try to go concentrate on it, and nothing happens.
well, that's a bummer.
Is it still magical?
It is still magical. You can see the magic. You can see the red aura in it for invocation, but you can't seem to release from it.
I think I might be doing this wrong. I'm gonna.
Maybe we can hold off on that until, well,
He
have some
casually tosses it back to Rendus.
Make a dexterity check, Randus.
straight dexterity?
Yeah,
12.
12. Okay. Are you close enough?
No, because I pulled back.
She used to be close enough when she was trying to pickpocket it.
Why? What the?
Because Blinky is trying to get the stone, and since the hoplite actually dragged Blinky away, Blinky cannot intercept it. Also, yeah, how can I say this? Rendis, where did you? I need to know where you stored both the backpack and that's it.
The backpack is
The bag that you found under the giant.
oh,
Purple
just on my well, on my belt, I guess.
Oh, so Neliabir, as you're looking around, the bag is glowing orange, and it is a stronger glow than in the stone that you were holding.
Question: does Rendis give off a magical aura?
Yes.
There you go.
Permission to try and discern its type?
No.
If it's divine, he probably recognizes this because you know.
How about no?
Like everyone that uses magic has a magical aura, but if you're actively using a spell, then it has a color.
Okay.
So basically,
Since he doesn't know which magic it is and doesn't know Rendis, he just gives him a through the tattered cloth, like a really appreciative smile, as if to say, "You're my friend now."
Well, I guess because it's just at the tail end, you would get a very slight enchantment color of it, and then it fades.
Problem is, Nelhabir doesn't use enchantment much, so he doesn't know what color that is.
Okay, whatever
that would be green.
color enchantment might be.
Does he recognize any magic on the corpses?
On the corpses, no, not that you can see.
While looking through that, does he sense the magic of the ring in his pocket?
He would need to see it. He wouldn't sense it with detect magic. It is a visual thing.
Detect magic is like a pressure sense. You only visual, like line of sight, is only required if you want to discern the type of magic. Otherwise,
you
it's
do.
just a pressure.
You do, and you. How much was your Arcana?
Oh, that's not good. Arcana isn't.
Make your Arcana with disadvantage.
Okay.
You could
He isn't
also
even going
just
to
identify
pull it
the-
out. He's just going to quickly open his bag and this bloody. There we go. Disadvantage and Arcana.
That was good. As you take the ring in your hand, it is orange, as well as the same as the bag that Rendis is carrying, but it glows stronger.
Stronger than his bag, even.
Yes. But it's not that strong. It is not the strongest thing you've ever seen.
Nah. Without any further explanation, he's just going to look around bewildered like, what the heck is in this cave?
I don't know, but we better look at the bears too.
Can't, they're too far
Probably.
away.
Later.
Well, whatever we're trying to do, should we try to get over there, just gesturing across the hole, or should we just leave it at that?
We could also just mine. I have a pickaxe. We could breach one of the rock falls. It would take a while, but that would give all of you the time to rest.
I would like to shine my lantern in this hole, just to see how deep it is.
As you shine your lantern into it, you cannot see the bottom.
Yeah, I'm not jumping across that.
I may feel a bit adventurous, but not that suicidal.
I say we bring the corpses back to the cart. They deserve a proper burial.
Yes.
Even the
Which
lizard
one
man?
looks the heaviest? What?
Even the lizard man?
Yes.
Yeah.
Obviously.
The lizard man looks
Yeah.
the heaviest, and then comes the human, and then comes the half.
Okay. I'll pick the lizard man.
No. I'll take the human and the halfling as well.
Oh, this is competition, huh?
No, it's just practical. We're the
I kinda
strongest. We're the strongest in the group, and we have the most hit points.
I kind of look to the polar bear and just, do you think we could pass this one?
I'm not sure if we could pass us off as our kill, but I'm
It's a
sure
bear.
someone can. Yeah, but wait, does the polar bear also have signs of being eaten?
Yes.
Okay. I don't think we can pass this off as our kill per se, but it is another bear, and maybe one of our compatriots can, I don't know, do something with it.
The fur still looks good.
Well, in the next time, we'll be in and out of here for a few more rounds, at least.
Yeah.
What
So-
do we do about the giant?
I mean, I don't think we have the room in the cart, and I don't know anyone who'd buy a giant corpse.
And
What's
I
left
do
of it
not know
anyway?
enough about giant culture to give it a proper burial, so
Yeah.
I'd like to not step on anyone's toes if not absolutely necessary.
Let's just get these three out for now.
Okay.
No question. Are you guys going to try to get to the other two bears?
It is my plan, considering I have a pickaxe and I now know there's something on the other side.
And I would definitely help him with trying to make a room or make something to go through while the other
I have a
ones
shovel and a
rest up
crowbar
for
if you
one.
want.
Question.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Can El Habir make a intelligence check to see if he knows that he can dissolve stone?
No need for a check. There are ways to dissolve stone, but it would be for small things, not like making paths.
Okay. Yes, but he has an alchemy check that can make a bunch of vinegar.
Oh yeah,
He's
but
gonna Hannibal this stuff.
it's gonna take
Are we in a
Goes
marble
to the
cave?
jug of bombs.
Are we in a marble cave? Because if there's just one speck of granite, your vinegar ain't do shit.
But yeah, there are acids that can actually corrode stone, but it would be for small operations because it first takes a long ass time and might not destroy every single stone that comes across. But yes. you could try.
Alternatively, do we know if we can buy coal?
Coal?
Yes.
What do you want to do with coal?
A bomb.
A mixture of coal with a coal shrapnel with some oil?
It is a bomb.
You are. By the way, I don't think we've technically met yet. Hi, you're very destructive.
Hello, you're enigmatic, and I intend to disrupt that.
Well, you're always welcome to try, but well, get used to frustrations.
Is either of you going to help me with the corpses?
I think at this point, Nalabeer's clothing is mostly tattered, so his face is visible. And while he's looking at Rendis very intently, the goggles are still on. He just spontaneously grows fins on the sides of his face. I like that. I've never seen that before.
Well, it's a bit more than just a fashion statement, I'm afraid, but Well,
For you, maybe, but for me, it's just fashion.
yeah, that's slightly offensive, but that's fine. I did not expect better from people who do not know.
I'm terribly sorry if I'm offended you. It's been a
Oh
very
no,
long time since I've
not
seen
me,
it
just
quite
not me,
literally in your
just
face.
fashion in general.
Paladin, alchemist, may you please have this discussion while moving the corpses.
We're not going to move the corpses,
That is a good thing. That purple bag is tied up at the top, so you could throw a rock at it, but probably not inside it.
And also, you
Wait,
don't
what?
have access to the rock because your people are far away.
I mean, a rock, not
Wait,
the
what?
rock.
Hello, can I throw inside that purple bag?
The bag that I found
okay.
under the giant.
$10, it's a bag of holding.
Nah, it's evocation magic.
No, evocation magic is the ring. No, the rock.
No, but
the
did
rock,
you
the
say-
rock. My bad. The rock
Yeah, but
is
didn't you say the rock and the bag had the same color?
the rock.
No, the ring and the
the
bag.
ring and the bag have the same color.
Oh.
Both are orange.
Okay. I'm just gonna say we're doing this while cleaning out the corpses and bringing them to the entrance of a mine.
Thank you.
Are you guys going to what's it called? Dig? No, bury them in the mines, or are you put them in the carts?
I am
I
just
say the
going.
cart, considering they might be someone's relatives.
Exactly, we're gonna bring them home.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if anyone recognizes the ring. I mean, you probably got it at a blacksmith locally, or just bought it at
we
a
do.
shop.
More likely a jeweler's, I guess.
So now that you put the bodies in the carts, and how are you going to go into the bear alcove
Wait, so-
thing?
Wait, how do we have carts? Like, did Rendis come with them, or?
Oh no, we went
No.
to the city and there was 5 carts outside.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
okay.
it's basically a we don't charge you for the cards, but whatever we would charge
Hello
you
there,
will
Smart
cut into your
Rose.
profits from selling the bears.
Okay.
So we're paying them with bears.
Did we get some laborers to help us with the heaving?
Oh,
Because
there
the
are
bear
a lot
is
of
heavy.
laborers here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
We're running a business here.
I look at the laborers and just there's been a cave-in, but there's more bears down the mine. You can either stay or bring them and come back. We'll be
Nice to
there a
meet you
while.
too.
Shouldn't we just leave them here? I mean, bears are natural predators. All we did was, like, re-establish the natural balance. If we just free them out, they're pretty hungry. We just created the natural predator-prey situation again.
We're paid by the bear.
Well, in that case,
I don't really know enough about, well, surface dwellers ecosystems to comment on that.
first lesson, do your business the furthest away from your water source as you can.
Well, that's a bit difficult if you live inside of the water source.
My condolences.
Well,
So-
look,
Rennis is giving you a very strange look, and then just, well, lightly shaking his head, just goes back to dragging bears onto carts.
If anyone sees him, the moment Brendis turns away, Nelabiat changes his face into Rendis's and imitates the look and facial expression before going back to a very elven-looking face.
Oh god, you're poking at the bear literally.
Oh,
He's doing a soy check.
I'm completely fine with that. Bring it on.
So,
Poke the bear. See what happens.
are
I
you
dare
going
you.
to try to pickaxe and shovel your way through those stones up the line?
Yeah, I mean, I'll start pickaxing, and when someone joins, I'll either give them a
Yeah.
shovel or a crowbar. Either one they want.
Yeah, probably the shovel. I'm going to try to just work on using. almost using the shovel as a crowbar, as the wider thing to just jam it into place and try to get some lift on some of the bigger rocks.
Okay, I want you two to make strength checks for me to see how long this will take.
Raw strength, or can I use athletic?
Can use athletics.
Wonderful. 17.
Well, normal.
Okay.
So either 10 or 20.
That was pretty high. So the two of you take a little bit, takes around like half an hour maybe, something like that, and you do manage to remove a lot of the stone and you can pass through.
Could the bears pass through?
No.
Perfect. I'm gonna need you to make wisdom checks.
Oh, we're doing this? Okay. I'm gonna fire crossbow bolts at them.
Oh god. Let me just open the bear.
Are these
Wait,
bear-
no, I can't. I only have crossbow bolts. I don't have a crossbow. Never mind. I'm not gonna do that.
Hold on.
Question
I
is the
look at
opening
you
is-
looking for stuff, and I hand you a long bow and a quiver of arrows.
Why, thank you very much. I fire a longbow at them.
You're
Could
welcome.
Nelhabir have cast detect magic again while they were working, so that the moment he sees them, he can check if they're magical as well?
Who is magical?
The bears.
Okay. Yeah, you would basically be keeping the Batman vision. Also, this was intelligence, this was supposed to be wisdom. And they failed.
Okay, so that's 4 damage and 1 damage.
As it goes through, you can hear the bells coming. You can see the bear shivering, and you can feel the spell connecting on them. Yet they don't get up.
For me, it's a 17 to hit and 4 damage.
As you hit the bear on the neck, the bear makes a growl and continues to the side. It tries to get up, but it's not managing to.
Permission to make a nature check to see if they are sick and or starved.
Make a nature check.
Starve, yes.
And let's go with how much starved they are.
So, how hungry are you really?
Oh yeah,
Very hungry.
These bears, they are literally a death's door. They haven't eaten. You can see they haven't eaten. They are pretty skinny. They can't even react to you guys.
Okay, wait, people. Hear me out. I'm gonna take a page from Blinky's book.
Oh no.
Pet bears. Those guys couldn't do anything. I could be dancing a dwarven tavern song in front of them and they would not react. If we nose those things back to health, they could like us.
These are bears. They're not.
Bear, but a
I'm
very,
going
very
inside.
big dog.
I need you to understand, a bear is not an intelligent creature. It's a wild animal.
Neither is Blinky and we keep her around.
Fuck, that's an excellent point.
That's very
Do you
odd
have
of
to roll
say.
psychic damage for that?
You know, that is very odd of you to say that of an owlin, Fakin.
So what did he say?
That is very odd of you to say that of an owlin, Fakin.
What was the last part? I cannot
Fakin
make
or bacon?
Fakin. Changeling.
He's going to change his voice into the Hoplight's voice, and it's going to be, should I tell them about the magic on you?
Oh, please.
You don't have to, I already know.
as well.
While
Okay,
I'm making my way through the passage we have made and into the cave with the two bears.
Also, the first one does not react. The
If
second
anyone
one-
comes, Nelhabi is going to interpose himself between the bears. Like, come on, let's just go. Give him something. They're the natural predators. They'll just leave.
We're paid
This
by the
one does
year.
not react?
No.
Is it dead?
As you come closer, you realize, yes, it is dead.
Okay, I go to the second one.
The second one, it is shivering from what happened to it before. And as you come close, it tries to move, but it managed to move the paw inches to the side, but it cannot get up. It cannot. It isn't a threat at all.
I go to it and I kneel down in front of it and... Oh, you poor, poor creature. Let me give you some reprieve. It's the least I can do. And I touch its flank and I cast Inflict Wounds.
Oh,
Permission to shove the fish.
Permission to what?
To shove the fish, like when I know what inflict wounds looks like because of Brother Ranik. If I recognize the spell, can I just shove him out of the way to break contact?
Let me check if Inflict Wounds has somatic.
Yes, it's vocal and somatic.
Oh yeah. So
It's a touch spell. I need to have some kind of somatic component.
So yeah. I want. You may try to shove him. Yes.
Would that be a shove attack, or would he just give me disadvantage on the attack roll?
It would be a shove attack if he beats you in
What was-
athletics.
Untested
okay.
strength.
Oh, we know how that's gonna end.
No, you
Well,
don't.
Wait. Wait, I clicked, why didn't that? There we go.
So, wait, is that a strength check or an athletics check for me?
Athletics.
Either.
Athletics or acrobatics, whatever you want.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm going to go with athletics. My acrobatics is a -2.
Okay.
Let's see. Just because it's contested.
That's not happening.
As Meliabir tries to stop you, it like you get.
He's
a
trying
little
to
bit
shove a rock.
like instead of you going forward, he goes a little bit backwards, and you actually touch the bear, and the bear stops breathing.
Damn it.
It does not leave any physical mark.
No, it does not.
It is a quick and sharp pain,
Did
but it
the
is
last
better
time-
than. But it is better than
Yeah, I think-
the, well, more arduous
Wait,
lot of
I
stuff.
think last time we said inflict wounds does like a necrotic burn.
yes, the last time Brother Ranik did that, there was a huge necrosis mark on the dire bear.
Oh, the tendrils go in, but they don't stay.
Oh, okay.
It is as the energy is both entering the body and then dissipating. It doesn't stay on the creature.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to ruin a perfectly good pelt.
Nella Bear looks a little bit disheartened for a moment, and it's just, oh well.
Now that the moral dilemma is over, do we want to delve deeper? The mine shaft is over there.
Well, it sounds like an interesting idea.
Nella Bear is going to pick up a stone and make it glow and chuck it in there to see a bit further ahead.
You gonna chuck the stone that you...
Yes.
You're just casting light on it, or?
No, it's an artificer ability.
Oh, okay.
It's light but cheaper.
Fair.
Yes. It's also a little bit less strong. It's, give me a second.
Budget friendly, made in China light.
There's a way to make a cantrip cheaper?
Yes, it has bright light for 5 feet and dim light for an additional 5.
Oh, okay.
As you use it, you throw it into the mine shaft, and it doesn't go very far before it hits another cave in. Like it goes 10, 15, maybe 20 feet, and then it hits another cave in.
We should bring the dwarf. I don't know much about caves, but this seems a little bit weird to have so many cave-ins.
Yeah, listen. This one, I'm not trying to mine it. If it caused a cave-in on top of us, I'm not tempting Hades with that one.
Was there recently any rumbling in the area? Anything that people felt?
Let me check the map.
Yeah, there is a giant sinkhole leading to hell.
Detroit.
Not near. Oh, there is kind of a thing nearby, but you guys haven't felt anything.
Okay. Which is really strange. It's also really strange that the bears didn't vacate it afterwards. Which probably
bears.
means that... Sorry.
It is not
They're
an unbearable
bears. They're not
situation.
smart creatures.
How dare you?
So, I say we get done enlarging the hole and bring these two to the carts.
Sounds like a plan.
Can Nelabir use Thorn Whip to pull them through the hole more effectively?
Oh yes.
Just shove them near the entrance, I'll do the rest. Just...
Didn't you say the hole wasn't big enough for the bears to fit through?
Yeah, you're gonna have to squish them or enlarge the hole.
We could just try to enlarge the hole.
Yeah, we'll just
Probably be best.
enlarge the hole.
It takes you a lot less, like 10 minutes to enlarge the hole enough for the two bears to pass. And with that, you manage to, let me just put the X's in the bears out of respect. You do manage to get the two bears with the other bears into the carts, and then it takes you a little bit. So, what now?
Now, we go sell them.
Maybe try to figure out if there are any next of kin for the other corpses we found.
Well, that takes us going to the city, so...
Yeah. We should also try to get the white bear, if possible.
Good point.
If nothing else, we could probably get a novelty prize.
It's what's left of the pelt. It's still a novelty.
Do we get to process the bears, or do the guild people do that?
You can choose either. You can help the guild, you can leave it to the guild. Remember, if they process it, there is a fee.
Oh, who's gonna help me with this?
Yes.
That depends on what you want to do.
My very attuned with nature character.
I mean, do you want me to help you with this?
Are you skilled with a knife?
I am skilled with a lot of things.
Yes, if Blinky helps, Blinky gives disadvantage. If anyone that can help turn the bears and everything, something like that, they don't even need to cut it. It is a advantage.
Yeah,
Since-
I'm going to help you, not necessarily with making the cards and actually dismembering it, but just if you tell me, okay, hold it like this and maybe cut here, cut down, just
That-
lending some extra muscle.
That's already good enough because I'm not too good in the muscle department, and those things are heavy. I once
I
tried to
noticed.
dismember an elk, and that was... Oh, you will not believe how horrible that was.
Anyone else
What's
is
an
going to
elk?
help?
I am.
Blinky is barred from helping.
But yeah, Blinky has a room to clean.
Blinky can just chew on a bone or something.
Oh no, it seems that the hoplite will make Blinky clean.
The first thing Nelhabia does with each bear is cut out the uvula and throw it to Blinky.
I just look at him. And I go through Blinky's things to remove the organs. Just whatever organic thing is in her pockets, I'm taking it out.
There are some
You just
intestines,
turn her
some
upside down and
uvulas,
shake.
And do you remove the
should-
claws as well?
The claws, no, considering they're like, sellable spell components, whatever.
Not owned.
But anything like eyes, uvulas, just whatever the sorts, no.
Okay, you remove all of those. Blinky, would you try to stop him?
Of course she would.
Okay, I wanna say make a contested strength check.
Just for clarity,
Hmm.
we are already back at the guild. Like, since the dismembering process is now taking place, we're back at the guild,
It
correct?
would be at the town, not at the guild.
Oh, okay. So then we need to move the actual parts also back over to the guild.
No, the guild is basically a liaison between you and the town.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
you could just sell it in town, because later the guild will
Yeah.
sell.
Okay.
So, Blinky, I don't think you are strong enough to stop the hoplite from getting your stuff. I need you to make a sleight of hand. And hoplite, make a perception check.
How well do you think this is gonna happen?
Yes.
This worked!
As you're removing like the intestines and the uvulas and everything, you see Blinky trying to like smuggle back a few of them, but you catch her in the act.
The fact those things haven't started to rot yet is astonishing.
Oh, they have.
So, we're in a town, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna put my pickaxe, shove it in a tree, and then hook the chain on the pickaxe.
Okay.
I think the dismembering probably takes place behind closed doors, like in some shed that the town probably provides.
Mm.
Renders, whether you want to or not, the entire way through, Nelhabia is going to talk. He's going to talk about the various purposes the organs have, what the best methods are, how they're going to process them, what dish he's going to make with them, how tasty the tongues are gonna be.
Oh, yeah. Renders is just there and absorbing, just listening to you. You don't know if he's actually listening to you, but he's certainly present and just nods along.
The target
Occasionally.
audience is himself, so...
Yes.
So,
And the entire way through, his appearance is constantly changing through the whole spectrum.
Sure.
as you go through all of those, it is now 14 bears and actually 16 bears and a dire bear,
And the owlbear?
and then an owl bear. Let's go with
And a polar bear.
and a polar bear.
And Gandalf the Great, and Gandalf the White.
And a halfling.
And a
We're not
jarhead,
skipping
and a
that
jarhead.
I think for his services, Nelhabia gets to take some of the organs and body parts for himself.
Sure.
Wonderful.
From the things,
As long as they don't make sausages out of it.
from all of
Blinky,
the
you're
things-
always within 10 feet of me. Like I said, until the popcorn is clean, you're staying.
You're in timeout jail.
Yes. It is just Papa is tired from Disneyland and you are staying in the ride.
Oh yeah, didn't you put him on the tree?
No, I said I was hooking it on the tree. I didn't say I was going away. She's just up there, but I'm still, like, attached. Like, it's basically just I'm next to her and she's attached to the tree.
From personal experience, like just the single bear is probably going to take multiple hours. I'd wager 3 to 4. So going through all 16 of them, plus the bigger dire bear, plus the owl bear, that's going to take multiple days.
Mm.
As you go from it wouldn't be. I'm gonna go with that would be either athletics or acrobatics because you have to basically.
I'm still attached to the chain.
I know it is just trying to annoy you.
Oh, you put the pickaxe through one of the holes in the links of the chain?
Yeah.
Hello there, Pearl.
Oh,
How's
okay.
life? So yeah,
It's just a constrict more movement.
I'm not even gonna say that you have to go. It is just a matter of time. How long would you guys be there waiting for the bears to be dismantled?
I'm still
good
next
for-
to it.
what
I
about
can
you?
see
I
things
mean,
happening.
I'm actively helping the dismantling, so I don't know
mean
what
is-
whatever.
Hoplite, would you
Go
wait
on.
for like the 16, 17 hours necessary for doing this kind of deal, or would you go back to the guild to make Blinky clean out the popcorn?
Oh yeah, would mo. If I have the time to, I would go back to the guild for her to clean.
Oh yeah, so that's what you do.
I would also go back to the guild.
We'll meet you later.
Come on, young lady. You still have a lot of work.
And
This time,
Hmm?
just thinking, since we can technically take a short rest. We did have a long rest a while back, but considering the HP we're all at, this is going to be interesting to see how the guild people are going to react.
also,
Oh, Hoplite and I are just looking immaculate. Well, I guess I'm completely covered in blood and bear guts, but
Oh, but we're still in town. Only they are getting back to the guild.
yeah, I certainly need a bath before I get back.
quick
Would now be a
question.
good time to mention that I don't have. Oh,
Quick thing. You guys would actually, with all the material that you got from this, it would be 2,000 gold, but 25% goes to the workers and the carts and everything that you guys rented. So it is 1,500 gold pieces that you can share amongst yourselves. Share it as you will. Or are you putting it in the...
I'd say evenly across the original crew.
Nah,
I mean, I wasn't there for the second part.
Ah, come! Don't sell yourself short.
You killed a bear the size of a house. I'm not selling it short. I'm selling you high.
You all will discuss this part later, but now, Blinky. Hoplite and Blinky, how the hell are you gonna make her clean?
Simple. I have a shovel, and she's cleaning.
Is she?
The hoplite looks away, and then in the distance you hear soft munching noises.
Well, distance. 10 feet away.
The problem is,
Listen,
every time you look back, she is actually shoveling, and you don't know how she does it without like the armor clanking and such. But
Yeah.
you just know every time you look away, she's eating.
Yeah. Listen, I need you to understand. I treat exhaustion as one level less. I can literally stay up for a day and not feel it. She's cleaning, and I'm not moving until it's cleaned.
So, as that happens,
Also, technically, you do not dream in this state. You're fully aware of your surroundings. Does that mean you can just stay there and look at her while technically getting a long rest?
Yes, but that would mean she could get away since I'd be inactive.
Fair.
Unless, I just take my
But you
pickaxe
can
and
per
ruin
lo-
the floor.
I posted this in per long rest. You can have an interruption of up to an hour, which doesn't negate the long rest.
Fair.
So every time she actually does try to run away, he could just get up, and as long as the amount of time that takes is less than an hour, he still gets the long rest in.
Fair. But, for now, she's just gonna clean. And she better be done by morning because she took an oath to take care of cows.
oh,
Blinky, I need you to understand. You bought a metric ton. Literally a
No.
metric ton. Or like,
She brought a metric kilogram.
oh, fair. A metric kilogram of popcorn. That is far too much for even a human stomach to handle. You are a baby child.
I like to imagine her
Only
dog.
problem with that is toddlers are not really known for their impulse control.
I know, and
So chances
every time she pukes, she's cleaning it too.
Yeah, and then puking again half an hour later from just eating more popcorn.
That's her problem. She's gonna learn discipline. Pain is a hell of a teacher.
Sure.
You think I'm gonna let you do that?
you can certainly try, as they say.
Wait, is Blinky just gonna vomit up popcorn pellets?
Probably.
Oh god.
So, you all, Blinky does go and cleans up. It takes a long while, but Blinky does manage to clean it. It was just basically a, what the hell? It is basically a shoveling. Also, yeah, most of them were already in packages, so Blinky just got a few bags and basically put a lot of stuff in.
Now to bury it in the garden so she can grow a popcorn tree.
Don't give her ideas.
Oh, by the end of it, when you have basically messed around with most of it, I'm pretty sure that's what you would do. Hoplite, would you allow that?
Of course not. And I'll notify the cleaning maid. If you see any popcorn, tell it to me. I'll discipline her.
So as you try sweeping the popcorn under the other beds, you are stopped by Hoplite.
The chain is still there.
He doesn't even have pants.
Yeah.
It's a skirt.
It's not a skirt, it's a kilt.
Howdy.
It's a satchel.
You still haven't seen through the illusion, I think. Plus, it would just fall down.
given her increased senses as an owl, would you not just smell that you don't have sweat, don't have any body odor?
And also smell like a 3,000-year-old corpse.
You're disinfected by the sun. You don't smell anything.
But yeah,
We have 3 bags
Curated.
of bones in the yard. Trust me, I know what bones smell like.
a toddler would try to put it on basically on your pockets, and then fail, and then try to put it inside of your kilt, and then fail, and then discover. That is what the toddler would try. Like, such is Blinky.
Oh,
Tis the scientific method.
The moment she realizes that if she throws something into your abdomen, that sometimes it just passes through, but there's this small narrow slit, your spine where it just doesn't.
I mean, I have an armor.
You
Like,
always
I'm
wear
wearing
armor?
chainmail. Like, the only place where it would work is the neck area, and, like, the tiny space between the... I don't know what's it called, the dress and the leg armor.
But you're always wearing your
The
armor,
shins?
aren't you? Like at the guild now? Didn't you undress?
Of course I wear my armor. A soldier's work is to be ready.
We're not back yet. We're still... Like, if you cut over, after 8 hours, Nalabi has finally stopped talking about all the various dishes you can make out of bears. And
Now he's
going
talking
to-
about how to tend the hides.
No, now he's going to start horrendous questions about his story. So where did you come from? What's your home like? What's your family like? Any siblings?
From the water. Wet. No.
Did you eat them? You ate them, didn't you?
Sure.
Fascinating. I always knew. Just this goes on for the next 8 hours.
Renders is starting to regret his decisions and is starting to get a very strong migraine.
In between everything, he does actually give some really, really useful advice regarding magic and arcane lore and everything.
Shame
it's
he's
always-
giving it to someone who absolutely does not care.
It's a shame I don't give a shit.
Okay.
Well, that's too damn bad!
As that
Hey,
goes
question.
on, Randy's
What's Brother Honig doing?
A will saving throw to not throttle him?
Make
Oh,
a
no.
wisdom saving throw, Artemis. Rendus.
Artemis.
Rendus.
A wisdom save, you say?
Yes.
That's a 7.
Oh. Like, you can sometimes let things go off your skin. Like, you not care, but it is 8 hours. You're pretty pissed. You have a migraine.
Yeah. I know what spell I'm going to pick next time I get to pick spells.
Okay, question. Is Nahobia's passive wisdom
Wait.
high enough to recognize him being pissed?
Honestly,
Wait. We leveled up, right?
Yeah, level
No.
4.
Yeah, level 4.
Okay. Oh no, goddammit, I don't have level 2 spells yet. Never mind then.
what I'll say is, I am sometimes one of those guys that does that kind of thing. We normally do not see it.
You...
Sorry, what?
Unless you knew him very, very well, you wouldn't be able to sense anything.
Yeah, because the person is in their own world. You go with that.
Yes.
So it is very hard to, notice someone else.
Nalabia the entire time just come with me and you'll be in a world.
Of mass annihilation!
What's Brother Honig doing, by the way?
I'm by the guild. I'm just relaxing.
He's got a little coffee, a little book. He's got tiny little reading glasses.
Yeah.
He's just sitting there like, I wonder what the other people are doing. Match cut to both the hoplites and Renders.
As the cat approaches you, Brother Harnack, and goes, "Welcome back. How was your fun?"
Very eventful. Out there.
I would like to know, where are the two others that were supposed to come with you?
Um, two are in the barracks right now, cleaning,
Okay. Yeah, I saw those.
and the other two are still in the town, um, dismembling the bears.
Wait, did you leave Neljavir and Rendis there alone?
Yes.
Okay. Also, I have a little bit of I have one urgent mission for you guys, if you will, and I have a less urgent mission that might actually be fun for you guys as well. Whenever you have the time, do come talk to me, if you will. As
Yes.
in today,
Okay.
with
I
everyone.
gonna tell that one.
And as the cat goes over to the entrance of the town and just sits as entrance of the Borealis Guild and sits there. So as you all finish dismantling the bears, cleaning out the popcorn, all of those things, what are you going to do now?
First thing does is whatever he was doing, like talking about, the second the work is stopped, he immediately stops talking about the current and asks, "You don't happen to have prestidigitation, do you?"
What?
I don't have that spell, and like if we walk like this through town, I'm gonna get some weird eyes again, and last time didn't go so well.
Is everyone together?
No.
Okay.
Rendis
Am I
is
missing?
just looking at you and then just slowly goes to a basin of water or something like that and starts cleaning his hands. No comment.
Is there a river in this city? Or like a little creek?
Not that would be good for cleaning yourself.
Ah, bugger.
Is
Oh,
there
so
one
we're
on the
Look
way
at the same
back?
bucket as him. Clean yourself with them.
Is there one on
Continue
the
the
way
small
back?
talk.
Nah, he's gonna go to the nearest washing house or what have you, have a small problem deciding which sex he wants to, so he knows which bath to actually enter for this. And is gonna clean himself and his gear the best he can.
Both?
While
Both.
also
Both
having
is
a
good.
he just has a giant sack full of organs packed in wax paper, a bunch of bones, some meat, one hide he keeps for himself. Like his cut off the processing.
Mhm.
And if anyone, especially Silva, even so much glances at that,
Fair.
Speaking
Rendis
of, he's
is
still
just-
sleeping, isn't he?
Done for the day and bids him farewell. We'll see each other at the guild. And
I have a
just
feeling we're
leaves
gonna
the
recover.
city and looks for the closest source of water.
I have a feeling we're gonna become really great friends. God damn it.
So.
Thanks, Ernie.
Hey, question. a +1 shield, is it more of a blacksmith thing or a magic thing?
I
Magic.
do both on my games.
Oh,
Okay.
I have to write this down, but it is basically you can spend the money to either go with the magical route or the blacksmith route. The blacksmith
Which one's
route,
fastest?
both have basically the same time. The difference is the magic one, it doesn't degrade. The blacksmith one you can sort of use, I want to say, you can use its resistance, health points, something like that, to negate critical damage. I am going to write that on the players thing, but I haven't because I forgot about it.
Fair.
But yes, the difference is you can make it a +1 as a magical; it will never degrade, or you can make it as a blacksmith and use the degrading levels to negate critical damage. It is really strong. Both sides, both of them can go to +3, and you cannot basically get a thing above a +3, even if you do magical and blacksmith. Okay, but that is for later. We can do it during the week.
No, considering I would like to buy a +1 shield.
Oh, a +1 shield. So which one would you like to get?
Magic.
The magic one? Okay.
Yeah. Do you use the table that you sent us with the magic item prices?
Yes.
If I recall, it would be 300 gold.
300 gold, yes. So
Who do we lose?
I don't think we lost anyone.
No, we.
No, the thing closed for me. Back.
Yeah.
So, as you all, there you.
Yeah.
You all now came back to the guild.
is there one thing I could still do beforehand?
Sure.
Is there a magic item shop or a curiosity shop in the town?
Be more specific. Do you want a general magic shop, or do you want a specific one? For example, scrolls, wands, something like that.
Theoretically, all of them. It's not about an item. Nelhabir wants to go looking for formulas.
Formulas for what?
For making magical items.
Oh,
What magical items?
that would not be for making magical items. You would need to go to places that study them, not only sell them.
I thought maybe one of them, besides having a magical item, just has a random formula in them and just might as well sell it. That was the hope. That if they happen to have their hands on a magical item, they might also get a formula.
Oh yeah. So if you're gonna go with that, probably only the general store, the general magic store.
Just still reeking of blood and guts and bear.
Mm-hmm. So it is a fairly big town, and you're going for a trader. Let's see the items that we got. So as you enter the shop, and there's a old female halfling, and she's like smoking a pipe. You can see, weird enough, the counter is quite high, and she's with her feet on top of it.
I think Nelhabir went in as a human woman this time.
Mm-hmm.
He just start. He'd give her a quick wave as a greeting, and then just started looking through the aisles if he can find anything.
What are you? Out of my own curiosity, what are you trying to find?
Just any formulas.
Any formulas?
Any formulas.
Okay.
And
As
then
you
just on that, if
as you look around, you see some potions of healings, a sword, a map, and some spell scrolls, some arrows. But you don't see anything that would like a parchment that would be a formula.
bloody. Excuse me, ma'am.
Hmm?
Might I ask where you get your wares from?
Normally adventurers sell them to me, or some from the School of Magic.
School of Magic. Do you need any credentials to do business with them or voice an inquiry?
I normally just send them a letter, and they give me the item that I procure.
Do you have their address? I could.
Honestly, okay. How can I say this?
No.
It is not much of their address. It is mostly they have an address in each town. I thought you would know about this. Basically, they have different. The school itself is in a different dimension.
There's a moment of just error 404 on her face, and then it clicks.
Dimensions don't exist.
So
What are you telling me next? That there's a dimension full of Fey people?
yes, that as well. But that's not the matter.
Hold on. Changelings are Fays. What do you mean you don't know about the Feywild?
Technically, changelings come from the Underdark.
Do they?
Yep.
Oh.
Damn. But anyway, yes.
Nalabia's
At least in official law.
Nalabia's parents didn't tell her much about his that changeling business. They discovered that all on their own.
Yes. Also, you should probably know about this. The Talud School of Magic, biggest magic school in the world. It has different accesses in every single big city. The guy's basically a demigod. Stuff like that.
No, I've been in a forest for the past couple of years.
Huh. You mean how many years? How long are you alive that you don't know this?
He's just looking blankly. She's just looking blankly into the air, as if trying to recount something. No, wait, was that the first winter? No, that was the second, right? About 5 years.
But you do know about the flying city, right?
Error 404.
And you, what do you do?
My best.
I just slaughtered a bunch of bears.
So, there's also the Flying City, which is Taludi has the school. The other guy, I forgot his name, has the Flying City of Vectora. It sells magic items in big cities. It flies from one to another to another to another, and that's it. It is the major commercial hub.
Glad to see I'm not the only one with a headache now.
Fascinating.
It is indeed. Don't try to study it, please.
She's gatekeeping.
Shame you don't have any formulas.
I do have them, yes.
Head snaps around.
For formulas, what do I have? I have. Give me a second.
If you want, we can postpone this into like after session chat. I don't want to drag hold things up too much.
No, I just have one formula, which is these for these beads. It is for a necklace that you can make.
It's a friendship bracelet.
She just keeps saying
Hey, that's
beads
my
over and over
business.
again until she explains what the beads do.
The beads are basically fireballs.
Oh no.
How much would that be?
That is a rare magical item, and it is a formula. So it would go for a little bit because you then would be able to create them forever, right? So
Yes, you just need the money and normal materials and specific monster materials for it.
So for these, I would it would fetch you for a price. Even it is very cheap. It is only 2,000 gold for the formula.
Bugger! Can you reserve those for me?
I could order a copy if this one is used. But reserving,
And you
you
also-
know, it is one of the biggest money making here. So if it ever sells, I will order another one on your name. What would be your name again?
Nelhabir.
Nel Habir. Are you from any of the guilds in town?
I am from E Guild. I do not know if there are other guilds.
There are more than 5.
This is a problem.
Which one is the name of yours?
I'm from the cool guild.
There's a cat.
You are not helping.
We also have a fish.
It's the poor one.
You're not helping.
Popcorn.
The receptionists look really dead-eyed.
Come on!
Do you have any idea how little that narrows it down?
Yeah, exactly.
But it started with an D. No, wait, B.
B. Poor Deadeye. Is it in town or is it outside of the town?
It's in a little. What's the English version of cuff?
Village or...
It's a little dump outside of town.
Okay, then it's probably the old Borealis guild.
That's the one.
Christ's sake.
Who's that?
Eh.
Very powerful warlock.
Mm-hmm.
His patron
Wouldn't it be more
abandoned him.
sorcerer?
Hmm?
Like, would it be more divine soul sorcerer?
Maybe a cleric.
Maybe.
Doesn't matter. But, okay. So,
Multi-classed.
yeah. So, okay. Nelia Beer from the Borealis guild. I will send... if it's ever sold...
Can you just order? Can you just order any formula?
There are some they will deny me access, but sure, I can order formulas from them.
Can you order me a catalog of the formulas you can order?
No, it is too
Oh.
big.
Oh,
Think of an effect. You have to know this is literally the biggest school of magic in the world.
I have the chance to pull something really, really fun here.
So yeah, I am not gonna order their whole catalog. I do not have the money.
Let's postpone that for later because there's gonna be some more questions and jokes involved for this.
Okay. So with that, also, I welcome your patronage for later. My name is Mine, and
Mine.
Yes, and it was
Is that
nice knowing you.
Is that M-A-I-N?
Mine as in mine.
Ah.
Mine?
Mine. And do be careful of dragons. They are assholes.
I've never met a dragon. I could meet a dragon. She's completely lost in her own world again.
See you later.
Farewell. Thank you, provider of formulas.
God. Do you all come back to the
Which
guild?
one? Yes.
Yup.
Seraphiel, you say that as though Nalabia wasn't exactly like this from the get-go.
So,
I have already left towards the guild, off to find any kind of body of water or stream or something on the way to there, and
there is.
good. In that case, I'm just going to spend at least an hour or so just walking into the water and just going under the surface and just staying there. And if I find a fish, I will talk to the fish, but I am out of commission for the next 1.5 hours.
There's a problem. In that time, Nalabia catches up.
That's completely fine, because I am underwater and I can breathe underwater. I can stay here indefinitely.
Uses alter self to also breathe underwater. Hi there!
Hello there. But
No,
yeah, I mean,
second level spell, I don't get those until next level.
in the meantime, I would
Lady.
like to buy
There's
a plus
one
one
way.
shield.
Okay, the +1 shield would be easy enough to get from the Borealis guild, because it is a very common item.
Good.
So you spend your 300 gold.
What shape is it?
There are two options. There is a tower shield and there is a buckler.
Probably be the tower shield then. But he's kind of sad it's not circular.
Okay. And as the time goes and everyone comes back, and the last one to arrive would be Rendis. As everyone arrives, the small cat comes over and basically calls all of you, the active ones that came back.
We've been 2.5 hours into this.
We killed 2 bears. Sick bears.
You did not kill. You executed. You executed them.
Same difference.
Delivered the Emperor's blessing.
Ha!
So, and then the cat gathers all of you and goes, okay, children, I have 2 things for you. I have a quest that it is... people are disappearing. And I need you guys to investigate that, and it is becoming dangerous because it is some scary stuff. They disappear during the night, and no one has seen them after this. They're dragged.
Just for clarity, Rendis has the stone right now?
Yes.
Wonderful.
So, yeah, no one has seen them. It would be good for you to find where they are and how. Please get in back if necessary. More than 15 people have disappeared from the town already.
15. That is concerning.
Yes.
Any info?
All we know is they are dragged up the southwest of the town, but we cannot follow the whole way through because they go to different rocky paths and everything. So we would
Any-
need to do something like that.
Is there any trace of the
Unfortunately,
assailants?
no, we lose the trace after we get out of basically dirt and I want to say foliage.
Is
Do
there
they?
any pattern to who's going to get abducted, or are they just picking random targets?
Whoever is not in their house during the night. Women,
No.
children, men, doesn't matter.
Wait.
Hmm.
15
Any
people
noise,
were
any
abducted.
mark?
Some people say gurgling noises, but it is
What
weird.
sort of gargling?
Just
It's probably something we'd have to ask the locals, I wager.
I just want to remind you that 15 people were abducted and we've killed 16 bears.
It's the bear wizard.
It's the Blizzard.
Bear with me on this one.
It's just a 20th level mage who constantly uses true polymorph to turn people into bears.
Not because he has any ulterior motives, he's just an asshole.
With this magic,
He's got
you
weird
could,
fetishes.
you could make people live forever. You could cure them of any disease. I don't know.
And I want to turn them into bears.
Sorry.
I see your degenerates of culture as well.
Kids,
Sorry, Mikado.
kids, please. As the cat goes on. And the second one would be something basically clearing out a study room that they killed in the
Littering out of
study
what?
room.
for magic.
Littering out of what? What's in it?
Golems, mostly.
What sort of golem?
Rogue golems.
Rogue.
What's a golem?
Golem is a artificial wife that protects, that follows the orders of whoever did it. Whoever
Like a
created.
zombie or like a statue or
Like a statue. They can also be zombies as well. Flesh golems are indeed a thing.
Hello, Jin.
But what's in the study? What
They
kind
say-
of golem?
From what I know, from what I remember, I know there were stone golems and flesh golems. Don't know if there's anything else.
What are their weaknesses?
None. They don't eat, they don't drink, they don't sleep, they don't even
I mean,
move.
if it's made of flesh, then rotting it or corroding it could work.
unless it's magic. Magic
Nothing
tends to
has no
blur the
weakness.
lines.
Everything can be taken down. We'll make
I mean,
research.
just because something doesn't have any weakness does not mean it's impervious to any damage.
The thing is, their weaknesses mostly is they were given an order. I do not know what order was given, but if you, for example, let's say, kill anything in a 5-foot radius, if you stay 10 feet away from it, it will not strike you first. Those are the weaknesses of golems, normal golems, of course.
How long since this room was abandoned?
200, maybe 500 years, something like that.
And you just now want to clear it out?
Oh yes, there was no need for it before.
I mean,
And what
there's
is
one
the
now.
need now?
Well, in the last 1 year and a half, shit has gone down the drain, and we might need something like that. The books
What's
there,
in it?
the knowledge, the places for basically creating magical items.
Wait, they're just magical beings, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Animated by magic, inanimate objects made animate by magic. Can't we just dispel the magic that's keeping them animated?
If you're strong enough, yes.
Aren't you not strong enough?
I am strong enough to kill them, not to dispel them.
Can't we just hire a mage in town?
Do you have
That
the
would-
money for that?
that would probably
So,
cost a lot.
why don't you do it? You need it so much, and you have the might to do it.
I am not allowed.
Let me guess, your higher council again?
I hate them
Hire
as well.
what?
If I am to, why would I have a guild if I was going to do all myself? I am unallowed. It is basically like this. I create a guild for doing things that I cannot do alone. But in the beginning, it is easier for me to do them. But after you guys are strong enough, it is easier for I having 3 different teams doing things that I cannot do alone. It
So
is
what you're
basic-
saying is you are here strictly as a supporting role and not the main attraction.
Yes, and if you are ever attacked, I am allowed to go all out, which is very nice.
Huh.
So theoretically, if we go with the golems into attacking one of us, then you could intervene.
I wouldn't tempt fate like that if I were you, young one.
Yes.
Oh, look at you both. You're buff enough for it.
If
I
I'm
would
also
crumble
not
like a
stupid
cardboard.
enough to do that.
if the golems are inside the walls, yes, I can basically destroy them.
Hmm. Where's Blinky?
Oh yeah, Blink
Oh
already cleared.
no. Oh no.
Where is Blinky?
Do the golems defend themselves from environmental hazards?
No.
Right here.
How valuable is this
here with
study
us.
to you?
This what?
How valuable is the study to you?
To me, not very much. Because I do not create magical items. To you guys that need magical items, I think a lot.
Probably more.
Okay, people, fellas, we need to clear out these golems. It is imperative.
Do I need to remind you there's also a missing person problem?
50 people.
I
They're
think
already
the missing
missing.
person. I think the missing people are a bit more pressing matters than cleaning out a room that has been, well, that has been empty for quite some time and will most likely still be empty when we come back.
Hoplite, I think your daughter has got possessed by a god. I'm currently not powerful enough to dispel that, so you'll have to deal with her.
I think
It's
it's
a
just your
village to raise
usual
a
delusions of grandeur.
It takes a village to raise a child. You're raising her with me.
That is strangely even more upsetting.
I didn't choose this task, and neither did you. But we're all in this together, so you're doing it with me. I'm not gonna be the only one making sure she doesn't pick organs out of corpses. Looking at you, little beer.
We talked about this. If they're animals, it's okay, especially if they attacked us first.
I'd like
There's
to.
a difference between usefulness and sadism.
Sadism would imply that I do this just to inflict pain. This is purely beneficial.
Could
You,
we
yes.
please?
Her, no.
Could we please do not discuss the ethics of flaying people
I'm not flaying
in the
people,
guild hall?
Okay. As I was saying,
Such simple minds.
So children, which one? The missing people or the magic tower?
My vote's on the missing people case.
I say we split the money from the cave, buy what we need, rest, and then the missing people.
Is there anything in the tower that you would wager would be immediately beneficial to us?
I have no idea. I do not remember what our Carlos did on that place.
I mean, if it's mostly just books, then it's probably nothing that would help us with the missing people, and the golems are gonna stay put, right?
Yep.
Let's go investigating.
Okay.
But first, a rest.
But first, a word from our sponsor.
As you all take a long rest, and yeah, you all take a long long rest, everything's chill, everything's nice, everyone has full health now, and all of the
Cool.
things.
Has anyone caught Blinky and the herd of cows she's leading in the interim?
Oh yes. Basically, she went into town to take care of the cows by herself, and what ended up happening was the people from the farm actually like closed the gates before the cows could go out.
We can prepare our spells now, since long rest.
Mm-hmm.
Question, what weapon was the Rendus wielding?
I'm wielding a trident.
Do I have to make a stealth roll to, in the middle of the night, wake up and put a returning weapon infusion on the trident?
Yes.
Since Rendus is probably sleeping, may I do it with advantage?
Rendus?
It's probably going to be, if I'm sleeping, it's probably going to be against my passive perception.
Which is a lot lower than normal.
So just a regular
He's also
stealth check
cuddling the
against my
trident.
passive.
Just the Pink Panther music.
Yeah,
Yeah, never mind. You're invisible.
okay. You're absolutely invisible.
Yep.
You do
But
manage
if-
to go and put the infusion into the trident.
2 more things. I'd like to spend my 2 hours of downtime activity that you can have during a long rest to determine the properties of the ring and of the bag that probably Rendus has resting on his bedpost.
I was going to say that I was going to spend about an hour just looking at the bag and trying to learn its properties before going to bed.
Okay. What would you do to do that? That is going to be fun. What is the test that you're going to make?
What is your what?
What is the test that you're going to make?
Probably a simple Arcana check. Trying to figure out if there is something in it, because I haven't. I have
doesn't take a
still
check.
not looked into it. So I'm just looking into it if there's something in it, and depending on what it is, we'll see.
From your knowledge of Arcana, it does looks like a bag of holding.
Okay. In that case, once I have an idea about that, I would like to see if the Hoplite's still awake.
Always.
Always.
He's either waiting or training.
So what you're gonna do?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Rendus.
Okay. Sorry, I think my internet just went to shits for a moment.
It's still there.
Yeah, okay. I'd like to find the Hoplite.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
So you remember the bag we found?
Mm-hmm.
I'd like your expertise with something. To me, this looks like a bag of holding, but I do not know what is going to be in it, and unless some other people, I'd like to have some more manpower or, well, brain power, I guess, to potentially deal with what happens when I turn it upside down.
Mm-hmm.
So then I'm going to find a quiet-ish space and just turn the bag inside out and see what's in there.
as you go to put your hand into the bag to pull it inside out.
Oh no, I'm going from the other side and just
No.
flipping it.
Yeah, like pushing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you try to do that, the back of the bag, it doesn't go through the opening. And as you look through it, you cannot see the back of the bag when you look into the bag.
Well, it's a bag of holding. That much we know.
Huh.
But
In
There-
that
I know that what
case-
happens with normal bags of holding, but chill out.
Okay,
Okay.
in that case,
Would you mind giving me the bag for a moment?
not at all. Here you go.
Perfect. I'm going to cast Starlight Shroud, which means the first time I take damage, a big kaboom.
Oh no.
I'm going to shove my hand in the bag and try to pull it inside out.
Okay, as you put your hand into the bag, from the opening of the bag, your hand vanishes. Roll me a 1d4.
Oh, just a d4.
oh god, I know what
I'm
this is. I
I'm
think I
going
know.
to.
What
So
do you
I'm-
retrieve from the bag?
What can I retrieve?
So, yeah, that's the thing. You went with your mind into the bag to retrieve something.
Well, the bottom of the bag to turn it inside out.
As you go to try and pull your hand out, you can feel the bottom of the bag into your hand.
Mm-hmm.
And as you pull it out, it basically that dark void that your hand then went into, it disappears. And from what comes out, there are rocks. There are even food in there.
So
Well, that's
you successfully turn it inside out, or what exactly happened?
He turned it inside out.
Okay.
Well, congratulations, we took a giant's lunchbox.
Well, I mean, that is not too bad. Now we know what it is, and now we know what it does. At least somewhat. Just for
I'm
the record,
going-
we have rocks in there, and how much food? Just
Oh,
Approximately.
And when I mean food, I don't mean like cooked food. I mean there are a few chickens, a leg of a pig, something like that.
raw or cured?
Raw,
Raw. Okay.
Okay, rotten or fresh?
rotten.
I think.
Do we have a furnace?
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah, I think we're going to make a few trips and give them a fire burial, so to speak.
Yeah, disinfect the whole place.
Yes.
And I'm gonna pull the bag back the right way and give it back to Rendis.
Thank you. But,
Welcome.
Ooh. I
It's a
think
giant.
I think I'm going to have to figure out a way to secure this to my person permanently. I've seen how a
That's a-
certain owl looks at it.
If
By
the
the way,
child jumps
where
in
is
it,
she?
she's gonna suffocate.
I'm not as concerned about her jumping in it. I'm more concerned about her, well, nicking it and then doing God knows what with it.
Fair enough.
Hmm.
No.
Do I smell body
What
parts?
about the rocks? Are the rocks just normal rocks, or are they like special rocks?
They are normal rocks, and some of them are pretty big.
Okay.
What do you have in your coffers? Rocks? Wait, those are
A
rocks.
smoothie.
Why is
Okay.
your suitcase full of rocks?
I'm
We'll just burn the body parts and leave.
Yeah, let's just burn the body parts. Just, I don't know, put the rocks somewhere where they're not immediately in the way, and then I try to do my best to also clean the inside of the bag of holding before turning it right side up again.
He just goes in with a mop.
I'll say
Well,
you know about
yeah.
how they work. You kind of know how the bag of holding works. But there's no need to clean it.
I know there is no need. This is just for my own sake, because
For peace of mind.
yes. If you think about it, bags of holdings are so disgusting inside.
Yep.
For the most part.
Especially one
Okay.
that belonged to a giant.
Yeah. Okay, but in that case, I am going to add a bag of holding to my inventory.
Negavir, make an Arcana check.
Oh,
Does he smell the beef?
No.
No, this is for the. Okay, this is a house rule. I like this. Wait. Oh, in that case, since I don't automatically get it, I'm just gonna wait until the next day and then use identify on it.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
No. If you try to get it, you will get some information. The Arcana check is for how much information. The same thing will happen with the identify.
Oh, identify isn't just automatically everything?
In theory, you learn the thing.
Yes, depends on the strength of the item.
Okay. Arcana, here we go.
There are some specific cases.
Yeah, because an uncommon item. Oh shit!
What is it with today? So many net 20s this session.
Well,
We're
this
gonna
was
get that one
crafted by
thing.
the great bladesmith of Argentfiel in the year 2075.
You know that rock you found? I think that is the legendary pebble of pig smiting.
Oh no!
I
Get away from
love and I hate that you went there. Well done, good sir.
you. I got access to magic items. I know you all don't get the reference, but I might go some other directions, and I hope you like them.
Oh, I do get the reference. And honestly, if I could, I would give you inspiration for that because that was brilliant.
Done.
What?
Check
Oh.
your.
Question. Have any of you ever seen Home Alone 2?
Yes.
Do you know that scene where Tim Curry looks up from realizing the credit card credentials are faked?
No.
I'll just quickly find a GIF. Okay, carry on.
Holy shit! Oh, this will create dangers. Let's go. So, you all rest. You get your items. Is anyone identifying the pebble?
I would ask Renders the next day if I may, and then use identify as a ritual again.
Sure.
Okay, that's another Arcana check.
That would be another Arcana check. Yes.
It's only gonna get worse from here.
55. That's not too bad.
Give me a second.
Take your time.
Question for the ring: is the secondary effect with the saving throw automatic or is it deliberate?
Deliberate.
Ah.
Can we help you?
Okay. I think once you realize this, is Renders paying attention?
To what?
Renders would be outside dealing with the bag.
Oh, I thought this is the next day, isn't it?
No, it is the next day, yes.
I mean, the next day you just asked me to give you the pebble, so I give you the pebble.
May I make an insight roll, even if disadvantage, to know if Renders was annoyed with me last day? Because then I can do something funny.
If you get a nat 1, you think he liked it.
Oh,
You
God.
can very much try to do so, and depending on how well you roll, I can say you what you gather.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Oh.
Hard to read. You're not familiar with fish physiology.
Physiology.
You know what? I'm gonna
Oh,
demonstrate. Take this pebble. He's gonna
Okay.
walk over. He still doesn't have his armor on. Throw it.
Like, hard or toss it to you?
Yep, square in my chest. As though you want to cave it in.
Okay. Can I use strength instead of dex?
Sure.
Thank you. 21.
That is definitely
He
a hit.
wouldn't even have. He would not have tried to dodge. So. Okay, roll 1d4 bludgeoning plus strength.
7.
Now roll 1d6.
As you throw the
5.
stone, it hits Nelavir right in the chest. He loses a little bit of air because it is quite a big stone. But then the stone glows white.
Nelhabir immediately pulls up their shirt. I'm not even sure what they would look like right now. To show
Next
where
nipples.
the question is just which number. To show
Chef.
where the bruising starts and then immediately retracts again.
Okay.
That thing heals you when you throw it at people.
Well, not completely. You still have a bruise.
You did throw it quite hard. That was a bit mean.
You told me to.
Yes, I did. That was a dumb idea. I do make those.
Indeed. Indeed you do.
But if we take someone who is very resistant against the, ouch, then this is only beneficial.
Would you... So, how does this work? Is this a daily thing, or is this an always thing?
I do believe it is an always thing.
Huh.
The problem is just the healing has just a slighter higher potential than the damage output of just throwing a rock at a person. So you always run the risk of either not having any benefit or actually harming them instead of helping.
Okay. In that case... And... I just pick up a pebble. I look at it. And I'm going to make an intelligence check. But it's a 4 minus 1, so a 3. I think... Hoplite,
Yes.
bitchy clean.
He did.
Oh no. Oh no.
And I go over to Blinky. I kneel down in front of her, look her in the eye, hand her the pebble, and say, "Stay away from my things."
Wait. Oh, thank God.
So it's just a normal rock, right?
No, I gave her the healing stone.
When the hoplite says this, Nellabia has a hard time concealing a snicker. You notice this because their skin just constantly changes pattern like they're a crazy chameleon.
See the pebble, feel the pebble, become one with the pebble.
Dear God.
Sorry. The moment Blinky touches the pebble, a new hand touches the
Touches
beacon.
the beacon.
Oh god.
Um,
Which actually would
Oh.
make sense because I already have a god.
How do we split the cash from the bear cave?
Wait,
While you do that, I'll be right back because I didn't do anything, so I don't claim any part in it.
with permission, Nellabia would try to pull the hoplite aside for a conversation under four eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I remember the ring that I found?
Yes.
I originally just wanted to take it to try and identify the halfling guy.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out this thing is good, like really good.
As in?
Imagine the ring turned into a whip, but the whip is also on fire.
Okay.
And it is pretty damn accurate.
Good. That means you
Yes.
can stay away from the fight.
Would be nice, but I did still intend it to find the next of kin, which would then inherit the ring, would they not?
Yes.
So on the off chance that we do manage this, I shouldn't get a cut. This should be my cut. This is pretty damn worthy, right?
Well, the guild does specify the money is cut between the members, but the loot is generally separated by whoever finds it keeps it. I do have this ring of spell storing, and I did give a rod of... What was the rod again? Anyhow, I gave it to Roddick, so... Magic items, finders keepers.
Fascinating. Okay. Thank you for clearing my conscience. I'm gonna get my paycheck later.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Which, by the way, Rabies,
Yes.
do you still have in your inventory the rod that I gave you after the bandit quest?
Yes, I still have it.
Okay, good. Just making sure.
Oh, now that I think about it, you could have used it to bridge the gap.
No, it's a
Oh,
rod
no.
of domination.
Oh,
A lot of rulership.
I thought it was the immovable rod. I like that item.
No, you gave us a rod of domination.
Kinky. So,
Mm-hmm.
how out of my own curiosity for next session, how are you guys going to investigate the disappearances?
Now, the
A
easiest
rod of
way,
rulership. Never mind, rulership.
the easiest way, if people are gonna get snatched at night from the street, would be if one of us gets snatched at night on the street, then the rest follow.
Nellabia would just walk all the paths where they know people have been dragged from and just constantly use identify on everything curious you could find, make a bunch of investigation checks, and use detect magic to just find anything. If I find some fur or a claw or anything, You might be
We
able to
could
use
also
identify
ask the
to know
people.
what it belongs to.
Okay.
We could also ask the people. They probably know stuff.
For the investigation, what you find, which he's already seen and already told you guys about.
Can't we split the cash beforehand?
Sure. How you have 1,500? You just have to make the calculations. Like
Everyone gets the same amount?
basically yes, except Artemis that wasn't there in either of the parts.
Okay, perfect. So before we leave, I'd like to buy splint mail armor.
Splint mail.
I think that's what second medium. No, heavy armor. It's
Yes.
yeah, splint.
Okay. How much is that? I do not know. 200. Okay, go for it.
Okay, good, perfect. Now we're ready to go.
Did you just increase your armor class by 2?
No, one from the splint, one from the +1 shield.
Yep. 2. Oh, you're gonna be bullshit.
I just got 10% more chance. That's not that bullshit.
Oh.
Question: did the ring require attunement?
Yes.
Good. Can we say he attuned to it once he realized?
Yep.
Thank you.
So as you go through the town, you basically find some places where there are trails of people being dragged, and as you use the detect magic, you absolutely see no magic, no traces of magic, no nothing. It is simply people getting dragged and make an investigation check.
Do I get help from anyone?
Sure.
Are you making nature check or survival or
Investigation.
This is
Investigation.
Maybe silver, since Roxanne. Oh.
Oh god. One thing that you realize is people are not being dragged normally. As I want to say normally, as in the things that are being used to drag people are nets.
Nets.
Yes.
Is there any can we find any residue of nets?
Basically marks on the dirt and stuff. And when you went out of the town to search for traces, you did find like some parts of the net. Yes.
Permission to use identify to see if it's produced maybe by magic. It might not be magical itself, but it might be conjured by a magical creature.
Yeah, identify, you learn about the item, not only about the magic effect, right?
Technically, it's just, is it magical or was it made by magic?
Oh, it is either magical, not made by magic.
Question: were there any traces of the people dragging nets? Was it just the trail of the net being dragged, or was there also like footprints of people or something dragging the net?
If there were trails, they probably were erased by the person being dragged.
I knew I should have become a ranger.
Oh, but you aren't.
So, good news or bad news?
Good.
Good news is these are most likely normal-ish things.
Bad.
We have normal-ish things going into town, putting nets over people, dragging them through the dirt, and doing this more than 15 times successfully, and we don't know why.
Well then.
Like, if these were just ghosts doing that, okay, I'd just say, okay, fine, ghosts, but since non-magical people or things are doing this, this can't be for a good reason, can it?
Is there a tavern in the village?
Oh yes.
It's rumor time.
Sure.
So I'm going in the tavern, and I'm basically gonna try and, I guess, persuasion. I want to get as much information as I can on these things, like even like crazy old people, just rumors, deja vu, stuff like that. Anyone who has ever heard of anything.
So,
I'm going to join
Yes.
you in that.
Blinky's been with us the entire time if she wanted to come.
Yeah,
uh,
yeah. I mean, it's the party. No, you're not on the leash anymore. You cleaned, you're good. You venerated your oath.
So,
What have you done?
Listen, it's the bad baby jail. She did a good job. She's a good baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
as you go into the tavern, you
Mhm.
find a lot of people. There's a young human female. There's a wood elf that you have no idea how old the guy is. And there's also a high elf there drinking in the tavern.
I'm gonna go chat up the human female first.
Okay.
Do we know who the relatives of the abducted people are?
No.
Well, we need to ask.
Yeah.
I thought that since someone posed the quest most likely and the patron brought it to us, that had to be a relative who said multiple people have been abducted now.
Or just the town itself being annoyed that people keep getting missing.
Okay.
As you approach her, she sort of jumps when you come around. But then she looks at you like used to it now, as she's drinking a little bit.
Greetings. We come from the guild. It's looking for the disappearances. Have you heard any rumors?
A few of them, yes.
Hell.
Well, nothing out of the ordinary, I want to say. 15 people went missing. They go in the dead of night when no one is around. The closest we ever got to something like that was gurgling sounds. And
So, if you're saying that this is nothing out of the ordinary, is this a regular occurrence?
no, it happened 15 times. I want to say it's regular now. It happens every few days.
Who heard the gargling?
I think one of the, I want to say vagabonds, people who live in the street, forgot their names.
The street urchins.
Street urchins, yes.
Is this street urchin still alive?
Nope. He was taken a few nights after that. But he mentioned gurgling water, something like that.
Has
Is
this
there,
ever happened before?
Nope.
is there any pond or body of water near?
There is a swamp to the, I want to say west of here. But
Is the swamp dangerous?
no, not really. From what we know, even the trails, they go southwest, like pretty far.
Can I make an insight check to see how much she's actually drunk so far? Because she's remarkably chill about all of this.
Sure, make an insight check.
With all due respect, there are still the demon storms and the one guy who constantly raids the town. I think they're just jaded by now.
8.
8. She doesn't seem that drunk to you, from what you can tell.
Just done with it.
Just kind of done with it, but and there's something that you can't quite grasp from her.
Huh.
May I ask her if she knows any of the names of the victims?
Oh, I so much hate you.
No, not the literal names, just in general.
We
Did
want the
you know
names of
any
the
of them?
15 people. Go.
I hate you,
And
Peter.
you need
don't
to keep
have to-
track of them.
No, you don't have to give me the literal names. I just want to know so that we then can go to the relatives and maybe get some more clues.
I think it's less of a give me a list and more of a did you know any of them
Um,
personally?
Yeah.
yeah, I knew one of them.
Family in town?
It was my husband.
How long ago?
3 weeks.
For how long has this been going on?
2 months.
15
Sweet
people,
heavens.
2 months. That's 2
Do you
people a
happen
week.
to have a? Do you happen to have a image?
Of him? Not quite. But he was a little bit older, around his 25 years old. Black hair, black eyes, brown skin. Really nice. Used to work a lot on the farm.
Do you?
We'll make sure this stops.
Please.
And depending on how we find him, if we find him, what should we do if, well,
Just get
the worst
me
happens?
any memento. I do not want to see how he looks after.
Understood.
No, Blinky. This does not mean a body part.
I think Blink is currently doing her own investigation.
Yeah, sorry. She's in the shady corner, talking to Strider.
I think she's just talking to the proverbial rogue at the tavern.
I mean, Silver's the rogue. So.
Yeah, but Silver has not yet told me to ask him about his tragic backstory, so he can't be that bad.
Oh no, Silver is the doesn't tell anyone a word kind of rogue.
Well, with all
Honestly,
due respect,
that's more agreeable with me.
Silver is extremely chaotic, funnily disruptive, and he stole from me.
Well, he didn't try stealing from me yet, because if he did, he would
Yet.
lose a hand.
Damn. So
So, Blinky, do you ask the elves that?
now Blinky asked one of the person in with a hood on the corner.
Do you sell drugs? Why not?
Who are those people, by the way? Who are you pointing at?
Oh god, it's literally that meme.
Answering matter? Does it matter? No, and no.
What the?
Because I don't know you.
Does this deal psychic damage?
Do
Blinky
you
has
know
yet
those
to manage
people?
object permanence.
From now on, when people give answers Blinky doesn't like, she just throws the pebble at them.
Also, do you know those people that you pointed me at?
Oh god, if we ever want to torture someone, just leave them alone with Blinky.
Is this your child?
Now it is. Good luck.
It's not my child, but it's the one I raised. Why?
A new hand touches
Take it.
the Blinky.
I take the child, put her on my lap, and kinda just start rocking her. As I talk to the man Blinky was vehemently interrogating, we're in town to solve the disappearance problem. Do you know anything?
From what I know, and it's not much, whoever is doing this, they kind of know the people in town. Because...
So it's a who.
Probably. Can be a it as well. But the problem is they have to know the people in town. They haven't been seen, and this happened 15 times.
Were these people in the same family? Related
No,
somehow?
no, it was random people at night. If you, and we even now have a curfew because of that.
Is it every night, or is it just random when they tend to strike?
It is completely random. 2 days, 1 days, 3 days, 5 days.
But
When
it
was the
has
last
occurred
time?
every week.
Oh, it has occurred every week. Yes,
When was the last time?
I think it was 2 nights ago.
Hmm.
What's
Rennis is
Silver's
just
investigation?
Rennis is just looking towards a hoplite. Do you think that I'm thinking?
It's gonna strike soon.
And we should camp out. We should try to either set a
If
trap
it,
ourselves or be the bait.
if it is intelligent, and if it is looking for particular people, it won't be looking for us unless we provoke it.
But if it is not, then we're the best and, well, juiciest offer around.
Okay, I might have a suggestion. Nelabia is currently completely cloaked up again, replaced his attire, and you see them visibly shrink and strangely shiver. And when they take away their cloak, they look like an extremely old halfling now. Perfect bait, eh?
Fine by me. Should we ask the other patrons?
Yes.
Oh golly, I can't wait to be dragged off with a net.
I
Blinky, roll for the rock damage.
Make a dexterity check for your throw. Roll me 1d4 and roll me a 1d6.
Does the 1d4 get added dexterity bonus for damage?
No.
Oh, okay. She momentarily yelps up and "Ah! I think you fixed my hip!" What's
Rendis
Silver's investigation?
just looking on, kind of stunned.
So, how late is it?
It would be around like noon still. There's a lot of time until night.
Hmm. Well, I suggest we try to get our bearings and try to get a lay of the land, so to speak.
I mean, if we really want to set a trap, shouldn't we try to also clear the streets out so that there's less of a target basis, so they're more likely to pick the one target we want?
I mean, if there's a curfew and we're the only ones out after curfew,
Yeah, but there's been a curfew for apparently a few days, and they still managed to pick some people up that were on the streets, including the homeless people.
I think we should at least spend the day in trying to gather more information about maybe not just what happened, but to whom it happened to, and if there's any kind of pattern, if people were only picked off from the streets or if they broke into houses as well, that sort of thing.
Two things. Blinky, you still need to give your HP back. We had a long rest. And what is Silver's investigation up to? Like, where's that right now?
Silver is not around, so I am talking to Silver through DMs.
Oh, interesting. Silver, you also need to increase your HP. You're still at a very low number. Thank you.
So
Oh, I need to.
as you all go, you go talking to people. Normally, as you go around talking to people, you discover that it was the people were any kind of people, like old, young, strong, weak. Doesn't matter the race. There is no pattern in the type of people that go. And
Mhm.
before the curfew was established, it was just people from the street. But the last time where there was a curfew, one of the houses was broken in.
Okay. Can we go to the house and look at it?
Yes.
Wonderful.
So as you go into the house, it is a completely wooden house. Very shabby, not the most beautiful thing.
Mhm.
And what are you guys looking into the house?
First of all, I would like to see if I find a guard just to talk to, so it's not just us randomly going somewhere and deciding to poke around,
Oh,
but
as you're
that we
going
actually
around
have
and
the
poking
blessing.
around, there a guard does go with you guys.
Wonderful. I'd like to tell him why we are here and what we're doing.
Oh, yeah, that's nice. Took you long enough. Good to have you here.
Well,
I take it you're going to
if
the house.
we're trying to see if there's any sort of a pattern or maybe formulate a plan of attack,
Um,
at least something to lure them out.
sure. My initial things is patterning victims, no. Time, no. Only nights. And rest is basically opportunistic.
Hmm.
But the house itself is a little bit weird. The how can I say this? The footprints were not ordinary, and I better not tell you. You will be able to see it for yourself.
Are they still there?
Oh yes, no one entered. The old woman that lived there lived alone.
Good to know. Well, let's go to the house then.
Hmm.
Mhm.
As you go, the guy continues with you all, of course.
Hmm. Yeah,
Uh,
I'd quiz him about the town and the goings on during it.
as you arrive, the one thing that you realize the door, there are several prints on the door of really thick fingers,
Okay.
and on the
Like
ground,
carved in? Are they like coal? Like what sort of prints?
um,
Like is it dirt, coal, carved?
it is
Blood.
something like it is not blood. It is basically, I want to say, you know when you there's a wet part of the door that dries up and leaves a mark,
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
that kind of thing.
If you say fingers, is it like a handprint or something?
It is a handprint, yes.
How many fingers?
5.
Permission to make a nature check to see if I can recognize the shape.
I would like to join you in that,
Sure.
Would that
mostly because you mentioned it looks like dried water, and that is kind of my entire thing.
You
is
have
that
advantage, Artemis, but you
Hmm.
do not
okay?
know. You do not, Artemis.
Okay.
Okay, so nature check would it be?
Yes.
Okay. 9.
9. It is your sort of expertise. There are there are several. I mean, possible creatures, humanoids, and although there are some things There are several creatures that could be, but this is weird. Most of them would not have gone far away from any bodies of water. Not many would have done anything. And weirdly enough, there is no blood. So this is completely out of the ordinary for anything like that. It is either a
Okay.
very rare creature or something
Or
that is not how it should be.
okay, so it's either very rare or something is very wrong with it.
Yes.
Wait, 1 second. They were here, correct?
Yes.
Permission to investigate the room and look for any residues of liquid. I have an idea.
Oh, there is, I want to say, residues of liquid, yes, but not really. It is dried up now. It's been 2 days.
Permission to scrape some of that up and try to
Sure.
essentially do alchemic forensic research with the alchemist tools.
Okay, go for it. Make a check.
You're gonna see as either shit.
There's specifically one thing I want to see, maybe if that gives advantage.
Hmm?
I
What
want
do
to
you want to
see
see?
if this is fluids of decomposition.
Oh. Okay, make your roll. Without advantage.
Good. I get my proficiency bonus because I'm
Oh,
proficient in
okay.
those tools. D20 plus 2. No! It finally balanced out. It finally balanced out.
Like, as you're handling the equipment, you're dropping the sample, you're contaminating the sample. This is not going well, and like you try to use your microscope, your magnifying lens. It doesn't focus. You cannot see through it well. This is being really difficult, and you cannot determine where did this come from.
Rendis is just looking at you doing that. Can I help you?
I think I'm still a little bit shook from the fight with the bears. I thought, this is weird, like, I can't think of any creature that would normally be in nature that would fit this description and be this watery. I thought that maybe, like, it was just a different creature that drowned and got resurrected as some sort of water zombie, what have you, because then it would make more sense. Then there's more creatures that could fit the description and be watery. But this way, it just doesn't add up.
I can think of a number of creatures that could fit this description, but none of them are usually, well, up here.
How do you mean up here, like out of the water?
As in on the surface, yes.
Okay, in the sense that they just can't live on the surface, or that they just stick to the water?
Mikado,
Both of them.
how
Yes.
much am I allowed to improvise about that?
Improvise as much as you want. Go for it.
Okay. So there are certain creatures that let's say are intelligent enough to form tribal structures and to live and hunt in tribes, and they are not opposed to just taking people or taking livestock or something like that. Sahagan are one that come to mind, as well as Marrow, but none of them are really found in swamp areas. They prefer the deeper waters, and honestly, are kind of a pest.
I mean, clearly they don't come from the swamp area, since none of the traces lead there, unless they specifically take a diversion route so that no one thinks it's them.
What I mean is, we're currently not in the middle of a continental shelf.
What if hear me out. What if there's an underground lake with an access to a greater body of water, and there's a mine shaft or a cave or a ravine somewhere, and that's how they get out?
In that case, we would have some kind of saltwater access around this part.
But this is...
I don't like it. Whatever this is, it is either a very rare creature or a mutation,
What about
or it is
creatures?
something that should not exist like it does.
What about creatures that... I mean, this is intelligent. They use nets. They wouldn't do that if they don't have, like, understand things. Even primates use very basic tools. A net is a very complicated thing. You don't just do that. So they clearly have an intention in capturing people. It's much easier to kill something and drag the body away. They clearly want them alive for one reason or another.
Unless it is easier to just get the jump on people and knock them out and get them to wherever you want to have them to
True,
do whatever you
but
want with them.
we never found a single trace of blood. There would have been some struggle, some indication of a wound if they killed them and dragged them off, but there was nothing.
No,
right?
I don't mean they killed them, just knocked them out.
But that this also speaks to a greater intelligence. How many tribal animals understand knocking something out?
I mean, even giants do that. Well, I'd say even hill giants do that.
The point being, what if this is something more intelligent that usually stays in the water and uses magic or something to stay out of the water, like not an air bubble, but a water bubble?
Hmm.
I mean, you can't really do gurgling with a dry throat. There needs to be liquid there, doesn't it?
I suppose. Whatever it is, it troubles me. This should not be this way.
We could also use the plan of the old lady. Just wait around, see if we can bait it somehow.
See what happens.
Yeah.
In that case, maybe we should buy a few more traps and lay out different routes so that we can funnel them in directions better.
Good point. You do have one, correct?
I have one. Speaking of traps, where's the rogue?
Doing his usual rogue things.
Sitting in a corner, looking mysterious.
Elabia quickly pats down his things to see if he still has all his belongings with him.
So, to the hunting shop?
Most likely.
Is
Blinky?
there a medieval Bass Pro shop?
Can we go to interdimensional Costco?
Oh yeah. Craps time.
So, what are you guys going to do?
We'd like to go to Costco.
Yes, buy traps.
Okay. That would be on the general store where you would find that kind of thing.
Isn't there like a hunting shop in the village?
Not particularly a hunting shack. It is basically the general store would be hunting shack, maybe some potions and some tools. The general store itself is like that sells the most things. You enter the general shop. What is it that you want to do?
I'm just
Shopkeeper.
going with you for added muscle and to carry stuff. You're the brains of the group.
Shopkeeper. What kind of traps do you have?
Bear traps, rat traps, all kinds of traps. Why?
We're hunting something that gargles.
Is it the assholes?
Yes, it is the assholes.
Okay, what do you need?
I think hunting traps would be more useful than mouse traps.
Okay, how many? Do you have a limit of how many you want?
How much are they?
I have a total of 10 with me.
How much are they? Money.
No, fuck that.
What do you mean, fuck? You're American.
Fuck that.
I'm sorry, I have to do it.
Whatever it is you would be selling them for.
I do not care. Just
If-
kill them.
Any of you know-
We will not take them, we will loan them from you.
Okay,
You'll get them back after the deed is done.
please, okay, kill them and make them suffer.
Most
We
certainly.
will. So, we have 10 hunting traps.
11.
Wonderful. Should I just
yeah.
put them in the bag of holding?
We have a bag of holding.
Now we do.
I have a bag of holding.
I have a jar of that.
I'm happy I didn't have to make one now.
Well,
Now we can make an astral plane bomb.
bold of you to assume I have not already done that.
Question: which one of you watched the Castlevania show?
Yes.
So yeah,
Okay, so-
I guess we go back to the village. Should we set up the traps before the night, or should we wait for the night, like, to block passages?
So here's the thing.
Mhm.
Do you think it is wise to set up traps
In a
the middle of
village?
the street?
Not at this hour.
Or should we maybe just try to hide all of us? Except
Yeah.
maybe one or two, including our lovely grandma here. And those two are going to spend the night in the shack that has already been raided.
I have an idea. What if we split up and and hide at the entrances of the town, and at a certain point at the day when we think they're probably in town already, you set up the traps at the exits, come inside, we convene on the grandma's location, and if they then try to drag the grandma or someone else out, then they might trigger the traps and be slowed down long enough for us to catch up to them.
How big is the town and how many roads lead into it, though?
The town itself does not have walls. It is a village.
Meaning,
Those are a lot of words you just said.
It's not that big. It's
It is a small,
can't-
around
it's a village, we don't have any walls.
100, maybe 150 people max, like absolute max. Every probably is like 70 people, something like that.
But that also means that if we don't have any walls or, I don't know, banisters or something like that, we have no way of knowing where they come from. They could just come from out of the woods.
yes, but
For all
we
we
do
know.
we do know the routes they have taken so far, and we can see if they favor the official routes because it's faster to walk along those. Did they do that?
As you go through looking through things, no, they do not favor roads.
Do
I say we
favor a
just-
certain-
I say we just set up in the town square.
Probably the best.
And hope for the best.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So-
We could try to hide it all. Or do you want us to just engage them head on?
hide, absolutely hide.
Well, we need the grandma to be visible, but we should hide.
Okay.
That reminds me, you go ahead, there's something I need to check out. And Nelbeer would depart from the group.
So how did he get here? He? She? They? I don't know. How did they get here?
It's an alchemist. Changeling. That's all I know. That's all I need to know.
Good point. Do you trust him?
He works well. That's all I need to know. His potions are potent, and the guild trusts him.
Noted.
The rogue, though... The rogue, I have my doubts. I don't recognize elves like that. He's pale, gray, smells like death. I used my divine sense, and he has a condition similar to mine.
You mean he's not quite as
He's
alive
not exactly
as...
living.
Interesting. Slightly concerning, but... There are more
Who's
things
not
between...
concerning in this place?
That is also true.
The only one who I'm not concerned for is the fisherman.
Fisherman.
Corellium. The Knight. The Echo Knight.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. A whole nut house of people, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
Well, that tends to happen when a lot of people with varying degrees of outlook on life tend to work together. Well, in any case, since our grandma has left us, shall we try to scout the town square?
Sure. See where the good trap spots would be.
Exactly.
Okay. As you guys try to do that, I'm gonna stop the session here.
Yeah.
And I will try to get you guys prepared for this. Probably next week, I will be traveling
If it's-
as per usual.
Mhm.
Yes.
But I will try. I will try to, make it happen.
Don't force
If
yourself,
it's-
I mean.
Yeah.
If it's next week, I probably could be there, but not with a mic.
Oh no, I am next week. I will be traveling with family and everything.
Okay, good.
Hope you
So,
enjoy
like,
it.
the 6th or 7th, then?
The 6 or 7, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the 6 is. God damn it. Yeah, the 6 or 7 I can do.
Okay.
Can I just quickly do one thing before we wrap up?
Sure.
What Nelhabir was up to is they wanted to buy clothing, just good normal clothing. Go to any street urchin and say, hey, I want your rags, you get this new suit.
Sure.
So that when
I need your boots, your clothes, and your motorcycle.
when the grandma makes her appearance, she looks like just any other street urchin who looks very vulnerable. Gonna take off the armor, take off everything. And the second thing is Nelhabir would try, and he would try as often as he has to, even if it's the rest of the day, to make a tracker liquid. So that in the chance that he does get captured and dragged off, they can just spill the liquid and create a trail that the others can follow.
Sure. You can make the single check with your tool to see if you can create something like that.
Damn it. not a chance. Come on. Come on, come on, come on.
Turn the radio on.
Well then,
Sure.
Well, 0 to hero, just like that. You do manage to make a tracker liquid for it, and it is quite a sizable margin. It would probably follow you around, I want to say, if you a continuous thing, it would go for 2 miles. If you drop, it can go for a long while.
May I make, since I rolled so high, may I make an adjustment?
What?
I wanted that it doesn't glow immediately, that it takes a few seconds to start glowing. So that the abductors might not immediately recognize it.
Okay, something that reacts with oxygen. Sure. But and with that,
Now I just can't take any bludgeoning damage.
Yep. And now I have to go because I am very hungry now.
Take care.
See ya.
bye
Bye
Bye bye.
bye. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas,
To
everyone.
you as well.
Behave.
and a happy new year.
Yep.
See you next year.
Yes.
Next year.
Mhm.
Thanks to all the ones that were a little bit quiet this session. We still appreciate you.